My favorite part of that is when Thomas gets the Jerry Mathers treatment there. That is very exciting.
Jerry Mathers as the beaver.
And that gave it a dramatic one. Thank you, Thomas, for joining us as a recurring special guest. We're very excited. So, yeah, we're playing Call of Cthulhu, and we are playing in the Old West. It is, 1880, I think we finally landed on. 15 years-ish after the end of the Civil War, 10 years since the Transcontinental Railroad has been completed. So it is still relatively new that people can get places in any kind of speed. You are all, did we say 1870? I can't remember if we said me.
I have to age my character an extra 10 years otherwise.
No, 1870, we'll go with it. 5 years since the Civil War. The country is still dealing with it, and it's about 1 year since the Transcontinental Railroad has been completed. So it is exceedingly new in Utah. And you 5 Pinkerton agents who all have a cover job, or in some cases a real job, that is to not admit that you are Pinkerton agents, have been traveling to, you've been sent to the town of Stillwater, Colorado. It is somewhere north of Rocky Mountain, what is now Rocky Mountain National Park, somewhere up there. You are definitely in altitude. It is higher up. It is a mining town. It is a boom town. And you have been sent to find 3 Pinkerton agents who had gone there previously, looking for essentially hunting a bounty on a Confederate leader who had fled the South and hid in Colorado. And those 3 Pinkerton agents disappeared. And so you are headed to this town, which was kind of the last place that they were ever involved. Before we get to character introductions, it's time for America's favorite segment. Watch Amy do. Where's the abacus?
Where's the abacus?
I was told.
Oh,
I've got to practice a little.
I can't work under these conditions.
Yeah,
you've had 2 weeks.
You all have a good night. I came here for one thing.
Yeah, we're just here for Amy teaches us all how to use an abacus.
We're just here for math. Okay, I'll do my own special segment and put it on YouTube.
We're gonna get another video.
There we go.
And follow us now as Amy does math.
I think it could take off.
We need like a fly-in, Chiron.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I want to thank everybody, especially J Matthews 85. Just a little, not a lot, but just a little thank you for 1,000 bits for Ezra.
My second favorite Twitch user.
Ooh. Then I would like to thank Slyly Todd for giving 1,000 bits to the players. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Among my least favorite Twitch users.
Well, on the one, we still got you.
Yeah.
And then Tamagatora likes to give money to both parties by giving 500 to Ezra and 500 to the players.
Take a stand.
I know, it's very corporate of him.
Us.
You can always give us bits. That is a wonderful thing, Tamagatora. We so appreciate it.
And then our last one is Firehawk Shadowchild. It's a long name, but it's also an awesome name. 500 to the players because it prolongs suffering.
Nice.
That sounds about right.
I don't know.
That's
called marriage.
Will. I want to give a special shout out to my number 1 favorite Twitch user, the Baroness, who continues to find ways to bring her, some would say evil, I would say wonderful, influence into Quests and Chaos. And she is now running our newsletter, and she has a column in our newsletter where she's asking questions, and I hope people, start a dialogue there. Let's keep that going. I think that's a really neat addition to have that bit of chat. If you're not part of it, jump on our newsletter, jump on our Discord. We have a wonderful Discord community that talks about all the silliness that we do here and many other things. The last shout out has to be the Redacted Report, which is an outstanding actual play podcast that some folks that you might recognize are involved in, as well as some longtime members of our Discord. It is fantastic. It's a radio play, actual play, and it's so well done. My favorite part of the pin clicks, personally, that's my.
Well, fortunately, hopefully, after the episode that I'm currently working on editing, Tom had been persuaded to switch over to a pencil instead of a pen. And by persuaded, and by persuaded, I mean I told him if you do the pen click one more time, I'm coming to your office and stabbing you with the pen.
Now you're gonna get that.
Yeah.
It's far enough away from the camera that's fine.
Oh no, he's gonna be making the sound effects with his mouth.
Click, 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 click.
Yeah. It'll just be like.
Oop. And then really quickly, Dead Boy 42, thank you so much. Another active member on our Discord and in our community. So thank you, community. 1,000 to the players.
Ooh.
If we can get a group yeehaw, can we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Someone has to count down.
All right, in 5, in 3, 2, 1, yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
Oh my!
Oh.
Wow, that was a lot.
You have to.
Some of us were more committed to that than others.
You have to be into it, man.
I just got stuck in a rep production of Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, where the sun don't shine.
Where the wind goes sleeping down the plains.
Planes? They had planes back then?
Oh no.
Man, those are not the two people that I expected to get into an argument about musical on this show.
Where the sun never set. Besides, everybody knows that Turn 40 Folks Should Stick Together is the better song in Oklahoma than the actual title song.
I don't know. I have no idea. I've never seen it.
Honestly, neither have I, but I feel more shame in saying that because I'm a theater person. But there's a lot of classic musicals I haven't seen. I haven't seen Hello, Dolly.
Oh man, Carol Channing.
I know. What? I know.
A little bit of behind the scenes thing. Carol Channing was actually my second choice for the voice of the Duchess.
Jeez.
Carol Channing's voice is
No.
so awful to hear. She talks so. Maybe that's Abe Froman Sr.
There you go. There he is, right there. It's good.
All right.
The kid off his lawn.
And shout out to Dead Boy and Dead Boy's mom.
Mhm.
Dead mom? I don't know. That sounds weird to say.
Oh.
But thank you all for the bits, for your support of everything we do here at Quests and Chaos. It is, I don't know, you're all glorious fools. It's fabulous. And yeah, it's weird to be back. As always, we have a full week of semi-televised entertainment for you here at Quests and Chaos. Monday, Dragon of Icespire Peak. We can still only afford one dragon. We're working on a budget to get Dragons of Icespire Peak. That's the we'll have to fix it in post. So Monday that. Tuesday, the Chaos Agents, where the countdown keeps extending. We're just gonna keep saying it's the second to last episode, and it'll be like 8 years from now. Coming up on the 37th penultimate episode of the Chaos Agents.
Return to Akupara, part 37.
And I think next episode is just going to be a very long rules discussion about concentration during...
I actually had to look up concentration because of a discussion that I had in one of my games. And it was interesting, so yeah.
Uzo is dead. So we'll deal with that on Tuesday.
It's D&D. No one's really dead.
I have diamonds and Revivify prepared, don't worry.
Yeah, see. So Tuesday, Chaos Agents. You heard it here first. Someone will die. In the first 5 minutes of that episode, someone will die. Then Saturday, it's the double feature. Starting us off, Rime of the Frost Maiden. Is it maiden or maidens?
Maiden.
Again, just one.
Yeah,
You
you know
only
our
afford
budget.
One god.
Well, if you've priced out maidens lately,
Especially demigod maidens. They get real pricey real fast.
is there another kind? I don't know that there is. So Rime of the Frost Maiden Saturday starts us off, and then we come in to end the week. And there's some, there's probably going to be more board games interspersed in there. Who knows? And someday we'll actually be able to play together again. So yeah, you are all heading towards. We have more math for Amy to do.
Yep. So this is simple math. LD Brat, 2,000 bits to all to the players. Thank you kindly.
Thank you so much.
And it says birthday bits, so I'm guessing that means it's Elda Brat's birthday.
I hope so, because
I don't think it's any of our birthdays.
Or is it our birthday? I don't know if it's our.
Well, today is our birthday. It's our first one, right?
Today is our birthday show.
Welcome to the world, down darker trails.
That's right.
Nothing bad will happen here.
Be down.
So you are all headed to Stillwater. There's no train to Stillwater because trains into the Rockies are many years away.
Yeah.
Long trains into the Rockies anyway. So are you all taking a stagecoach? Are you riding? It's spring, so it's not horrible.
Stagecoach.
I'll pay for the stagecoach.
All right, Abe Froman. Drops.
I'm just saying.
All right, there you go. So you are all in a stagecoach rattling towards Stillwater, Colorado. And now I just want to ask each of you to give us the 1 minute introduction of your character. What is the first thing someone notices about your character? Tiana, why don't you start us off?
Sure. I am playing Susanna Dashen, and the first thing that anyone notices about her is piercing blue eyes. She has very light blue eyes. She's 5'7" and tanned, spends a lot of time clearly out in the sun. Long red hair, usually in a braid down to about the middle of her back. And at the moment, she's wearing a button-down plaid shirt, kind of like the one I'm wearing now, and just sort of like sitting back in the stagecoach, hat pulled down over her eyes, just waiting. She doesn't much care for stagecoaches. She prefers to be on the back of her own horse.
Now, you are a federal marshal.
Yes.
Is your badge evident?
At the moment, no. I'm not exactly incognito, but I'm not openly a federal marshal at the moment, unless I need to be.
All right. Elda Brat is gifting subs now. I finally got a gift sub.
What?
All right.
It only took you a year and a couple years.
Thank you so much, Elda Brat, for the gift subs. That's wonderful. And now I can subscribe again. That's great.
You can hit that Nat 1 emote.
Yeah, good.
Birds of Paradise with the 01.
Yeah, speaking of which, I need to subscribe for my 21st month. Hold, please.
All right, well, she's doing that. Thomas, what's the first thing? Tell us about Elias Jackson.
So Elias Jackson, you notice a couple things. He's small. He's not a big guy. He was a lot smarter during character creation than he is today.
What did you do? Hit him over the head with a lead pipe?
I did a little adjustments because I think I needed a more capable character. But the thing you do notice is he's got a leather-bound journal that he is attempting to write in this stage.
On the stagecoach.
It's easier than riding a horse, but not great. And he is always, making notes, jotting something down, and even asking, say that one more time, and then trying to write down verbatim the quote.
There you go. All right. And Jonesy, what do you got?
Yes, Jonesy. Well, so I'm this nicely aged woman who is small but buff. You could probably tell she makes things. She makes things for a living. But what she makes, most people assume she's a blacksmith. I do a lot of that, but I'm fascinated by the way things work. So I'm always asking people about their guns or what they have, or if I see something that looks at, how does that mill work? How are you doing that?
You know what everybody loves in this time frame? Asking about their guns.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah, all right. So, I think the takeaway here is you are clearly someone who works with their hands. There's all right. Amy.
Yep.
So I'm Abe
Froman Jr. Of the illustrious Sausage King of Chicago's son.
I had to look that up to find out that was fake.
In case anyone's confused, Abe Froman Sr., that's referenced from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So if you find that on the internet. So he is obviously Chicago Midwestern born, first generation American, East Coast educated, tall, beautiful, blonde,
just always play high appearance characters.
I know, I can't help it. Just wait till Senior comes into play.
Yeah.
Is Senior gorgeous or the other way?
He's the other way. Mom, I look like Mom. And I also stick out like a sore thumb. It's like I wear Midwestern clothes. I don't wear Midwestern clothes either. And I don't wear Western clothes really. I mean, I try to, but when I do, it's like beautifully tanned leather with sheep fur inside of the coat. Like there's everybody else, and then there's me trying to fake looking like I belong. So that's essentially like you can tell the fish out of water. Yep.
Imagine you're at a cowboy bar in the city.
All right, and Nick.
Yeah, I'm playing Jared Reinhardt, and the first thing people notice about him is piercing blue eyes. Sorry, I had to.
Okay.
I'll stick with it though.
It's the red hair. It's the red hair and a ponytail all the way down to his back.
The braid down. The thing.
Two braids.
No, he doesn't.
He's Pippi Longstocking.
Don't tempt me. I might do it. You push me far enough.
I'm not. You are responsible for your own actions, my friend.
What? Oh, actually, no braids, but he's got like the frazzled, like it was red, but it's like it's the grays coming in, and it's that like you can tell that he has not taken care of himself. Like he's 45, but he looks like 10 years older. He's got the creases in his skin that you can tell like he's been out and he's been weathered. And
looks like it's 1880.
He's been weathered.
No, it's that thing where people do they're out and you can just tell like you get a lot of sun and a lot of wind and a lot of like exposure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. My dad's actually like that, but he's a farm boy, so
Yeah. And he's got a combination of very like utilitarian cheap clothes, but his jacket is it was once actually a nice jacket, but you can see where it's been patched together and it's really just garbage, but he rocks it.
Holds on to it.
He thinks he rocks it.
Did he grab it from Abe Froman's throwaways?
Hand-me-downs, yep. Yeah, it's one of Abe's jackets.
So you are headed to this town, and you don't know, this. You're going to set up a base of operations there, and as you are in this stagecoach, riding up to it, you've been in this stagecoach for you left. Let's see, from Colorado, you left Kansas City probably, several days ago. And you have made your way slowly up a long ways. And you, they tell you that you're in Colorado now. You take their word for it, but you definitely, you feel the altitude as you get higher up. And it is about it's a late afternoon when the stagecoach, you hear the driver like call to a halt. Whoa, whoa. And it slows. And the driver, as he is wont to do, kicks the side of the coach with his, like below his seat, which is kind of over the back of your head, and yells down, tree in the road, gonna clear it out. Y'all stays put.
Ooh.
And you hear he and the shotgun man both get down from the tree, and then it's quiet. You can't really you can't really hear much of what's going on up front. I mean, because there's not much going on. If there were gunshots or something, you'd certainly hear them. You don't hear anything.
Still, tree in the road. That's what I would do if I was going to ambush someone.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. And Susanna's thinking exactly the same thing. Like she stood up, pushing her hat up, going, I wonder.
I'm gonna stick my head out
So-
and see what I see.
So it's not a place to be.
You stick your head out, and you see the driver and the shotgun man both standing in front of a large tree that is across the path, and in sort of tableau from behind, the driver is doing the stereotypical like push his hat up to rub his forehead thing as he's like looking at something that perplexes him.
Does it look like this was a natural fall?
It does. The tree doesn't look like it was cut.
Okay, but like the other part is near the road, so it doesn't look like it was like.
That's
dragged.
right. Yeah, it was not dragged here. It was not chopped down or anything like that. There's clearly the tree. As a matter of fact, make me let's call it a natural world roll.
Oh,
Let's follow the campaign.
that is a no. That is a 3 out of.
So what you do see, you could spend luck.
Certainly could.
You're a guest.
You got plenty of rerolls. No, what you will see is that the tree is in ragged shape.
Oh, do they need somebody to help lift?
She asks you that.
Hey, I don't know. I don't like sitting in this thing. I would like to get out.
Yeah, this is a good.
I will
chance
go
to
help.
I gotta get out and go pee in the woods.
All right.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Elias Jackson heads off into the forest alone.
Like
See you
No
around.
way that could go wrong.
behind the first biggest tree.
Yeah. Jonesy's going to go out and see if she can help.
All right.
With his peeing or with the branch? I'm just curious.
I mean, either
I've
way.
got a-
Either way, it's a branch, right?
No, his size is only 40.
What do we roll to help with peeing? How can I give him advantage?
Yeah, he would like to aid. It's
And we've begun
unfortunately,
it.
it's navigation.
On.
That's, finally, Thomas gets to roll navigation. Or if you want to write your name, it's read write English. You anybody that wants to can get out.
Yeah.
Susanna, you come up to, or sorry, Jonesy, you come up to the tree, and the two guys are looking at it, and make me a natural world roll.
I'm beginning to see where I should have invested points in this one.
Yeah. I have to do.
This is a journey you're taking us on.
It's like I'm going. What do I need to do to get it? I have to roll under it.
It's been a minute since we've played.
It's like,
Yeah.
what? No, I didn't make. Oh, really close though.
Can I just have to, because I'm bored. What's the deal with this tree? Is it an ambush?
But
But
are you just saying that out loud?
Yeah, I'm walking up to it. Like, what's
All
everyone's confused.
All right, yeah.
Looking around.
The driver will look at you. No, sir. If this was an ambush, we'd all been shot by now.
Well, then what
Let's-
are we looking at?
Yeah, let's move this thing. Let's do this.
Well, what's the
Sir,
confusion?
We just aren't never seen a tree covered in, I don't know. I guess that's sap. And now that he says this, you notice that the tree is covered in this weird yellow, sappy sort of. I mean, without natural world, you're not sure if what sap should look like.
Let me have a crack at it.
All right, yeah, make a natural world roll.
Critical success.
Oh, this is
Who
not.
are you and what have you done with Nick?
Really?
No, yes, but also he's natural world is his thing.
It occurs to me, just in case anybody is joining us for the first time and has not played Call of Cthulhu, we should do a quick, when I ask for rolls, our players have skills that are based 0 out of 100. They're rolling percentile dice. They want to get under that. If they can't, if they miss the roll, they have a couple options. They have luck points that they can spend 1 for 1 to bring the roll down. That's one way. They can also push a roll if they miss it. And pushing a roll is a mechanic where you sort of give me a story reason why you're redoubling your efforts to do something. And then you can roll again. And if you make it, awesome. But if you miss, something bad's going to happen.
Look,
Nick's a big fan.
Look, the first time I ever pushed a roll, Alexandria lost her voice. I'm not a fan.
True. So a critical success is a fifth of whatever his skill is. And then there's also a hard success, which is half of your skill roll. And if you get those bifurcations of your skills, you get a better result. So with a critical, this is not tree sap. You know what tree sap. This is not syrup. This does not seem like maybe it's some sort of fungus or something. Maybe this tree was diseased.
Oh,
and the
God,
other
I touched it.
What now? Oh, and you touched it? Yeah, it is very sticky. And the other thing that you notice with a critical success is that this tree violently, it looks like it was struck by lightning in the way that it is cracked asunder, but there's no burn anywhere.
Well, but is the sap along the breakage, or is it just outside of it?
It is so the tree is essentially cracked open, almost like almost like a
I guess so. My question is, with the sap, does it look like the tree was hit by a blast of this stuff, and whatever hit it broke it off? As in, there's not really much within the breakage itself.
You know what? You got a critical success. It looks like something erupted from within.
Oh,
which is very weird.
That's, yeah.
I'm not even gonna tell. That sounds crazy.
Yeah, no, it's very strange. And it
you say it. You tell me.
It looks like whatever this sap was inside the tree and kind of came out.
I see Jared looking at all this kind of stuff, and I go,
oh no!
What is wrong? What is it?
Oh! Don't touch it.
We have to move the tree.
There are parts of the tree that are not covered in this stuff.
Okay, yeah. Let's hook things and pull from there. But
yeah. So when you start doing that, the driver and the shotgun guy will take a step back from whatever's on there.
Some kind of mold or something. It's.
Well, sometimes trees get sick and die.
I'm going to start drawing the tree out and
all right, yeah,
sort of documenting the things. And Jared, you said this was some sort of mold and we shouldn't touch it.
I'll pull.
Go talk to him. I'm gonna grab the tree aside, pulling it.
Anyone who wants to follow me, but I don't want to make a scene.
No.
Yeah. So Jonesy, the driver and the shotgun man will help you as you move you honestly are stronger than both of them, so you are doing the heavy lifting there.
Well, and while they're doing all of that, I've got my rifle out and have it hooked under my arm and pointed down at the ground, just casually watching, not on alert, but ready to be ready for danger if it happens, just because I don't trust the situation.
Yeah, nothing seems to be happening as they
Yep, I see that she's got this, so I just wherever the prospector was sitting, I just swing my legs up and put my hat over the thing. I'm like, you got this, and then just put my hat over my head and be like,
yep. Abe has somehow the ability, despite being a city boy, to sleep at a moment's notice.
It's the rocking of the cradle.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So once I've kind of done that, and they're kind of pulling it, I want to look at, are there other trees that have similar anything?
We'd have to see from the inside. I'll take out my Bowie knife and try and find a tree next to where this one had fallen from its base.
Yeah, you see the stump, so that's no problem.
Yeah, I'll start chipping away because I'll tell Elias, like, it looks like it came from the inside, and it looked like it happened all at once. It just shattered it.
That is not normal.
No. Don't breathe any of it in.
Am I
start chipping away at one of the trees.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
You start chipping away at one of the trees, and this tree seems relatively solid.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be any sort of, you like jab your knife pretty far into it and nothing weird comes out.
Are there any signs on the stump of the tree that I can look around and see if any of the other trees have similar signs?
There's not any symbols or anything like that.
No, but just like usually if something's diseased, you can kind of get an idea for it.
Yeah. So the sense you get is that whatever came out of this tree, it was inside the tree, and it wasn't. It doesn't look like there's any external markings.
So a couple of questions. It's spring, so other trees are probably in bloom. Was this one as well in bloom?
This tree was in bloom, yeah.
Okay, and what kind of tree is it? I asked Jared because I wouldn't know.
And Jared will tell you it is a very appropriate tree for probably a pine or a fir, I'm guessing, for up in the Rockies.
A larch.
Sure. Number 9. It's a cilantro tree.
No, shoot. Now I wipe my hands off with some leaves and stuff that are around. I'm going to go back in the coach and say, let's get going.
Jonesy.
Sorry?
Make me a luck roll, Jonesy.
Oh yes, I got to 19.
Yeah, so you didn't get any. You were very careful.
Can I grab like some whiskey or something and wash my hands off?
Yeah. Alcohol clearly washes this off. Everybody who's outside, so everyone except Abe, make a spot hidden roll.
On cursed dice.
70. I made it right on the nose.
All right. Looks like 2 made it. And Nick?
I got a 1.
Wow. Who are you and what have you done with Nick?
Yeah.
With my cursed dice. These are my, I'm pretty sure these are my cursed dice too. So I don't know how
that means something bad's going to happen. Okay, guys.
You need a better curse. Clearly. So you all 3 of you notice right away that the driver did not get any on him. The shotgun man, he's not covered in it, but he got a lot on him.
Yeah, all his arms and stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Does Jared see anyone else in the group move to try and clean him off? He looks around.
Is he wearing long sleeves or short sleeves?
It's still spring. It's spring
So
in
short
the
sleeves,
mountains.
yeah.
So no, it's still chilly. He's actually wearing a duster, so it's mainly on his jacket.
Yeah, we don't want that inside.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, he'd be sitting outside.
But still.
But I don't want this stuff. Yeah, since I had the whiskey, I'll take a rag, soak it, and I'll, you got, and I'll start wiping him off.
He looks very sad that is your use of whiskey, and he's looking at the bottle.
Oh yeah, clean out your mouth. If you
got
any of this.
And he'll let you do whatever you want while he's got the whiskey bottle. Yeah.
Yeah, good call, Jared.
So yeah, you clean his jacket off, and you got an 01. You are sure that there is no residue on him.
We're gonna have to get some of it in his eyes to make sure. Flush it out.
Maybe.
No, I'm kidding.
Maybe don't put whiskey in a man's eyes. That seems a bit painful.
I wonder what would happen if you did that. I think that's an experiment we'll have to do
Science!
to get back.
Well, how about you, Miss Jackson? We can do that to you.
Oh no, that's what interns are for.
Let's just say natives. We don't need to period cosplay everything here. That's fine. The driver is gonna if y'all don't mind, we're gonna get going again.
Please.
That's when I poke my head out and just say, anybody need any help?
just like shoot him a look over my shoulder like, no, Mr. Froman, I think we got it.
Hey,
Perfect.
Hey, he supplied the whiskey. I'll have you
You
know.
get back on, and the rest of your ride to Stillwater is uneventful. You come across a rise, and the driver will once again while you're traveling, will boot the floorboard and say, all right, here's Stillwater. Y'all get ready. And you, looking out the windows, you see depending on if you are a rural or urban sort, you either see a thriving mining town or you see a complete shithole. Most of the buildings in this town are tents. It is large. It looks like, there could be 1,000 people here. There's a lot of them. There are some wooden buildings. They seem fairly new. You guys did some research on Stillwater before you came. It's a boom town. So they found gold, and all of a sudden, what was a sleepy little camp has become a big old thing. Susanna, let's call it a law roll.
Okay. 67 out of 50 didn't make it.
Okay, everything's fine. So the coach will come down into town. The town is in a little bit of a valley. A great location. There's a creek that goes right through town that is reasonably clean water. Most of what what goes on in this town is mining, and so there's you see an assay office, which is where people would bring it. That's where you can buy mining plots, and also where you can bring gold and sell gold and that sort of thing. You see several saloons, some of which are tents, some of which are wooden buildings. There is one hotel in town that is wooden, and there's also a tent that is a flop house, essentially. And the stagecoach will stop in front of the hotel. The hotel is called...
There's no backup hotel in this town. We're already...
there's the flop house.
The flop house. Yes.
If you really want it.
What about the location where I can find some company?
Oh, there are several.
Okay.
Of varying degrees of quality and hygiene. So the Lone Pine Hotel is a brand spanking new building. It is 2 stories, has a restaurant. To everyone but Abe, it looks like one of the nicest places you've ever been. To Abe, this is like, this is your backup hotel.
Mm-hmm. It's the best we got.
Do they have a blacksmith in here anywhere? I can see?
If you, the driver will tell you there's Reed's over by the livery.
Okay.
This town probably has, there's a lot of thirst for all sorts of business in this town.
Speaking of thirst, I pass him like a tip and just be like, Thank you very much for the ride. Do you know of the most reputable place to get a drink in this town?
Well, sir, reputable.
Where aren't we going to get shot?
No, where do they actually pour real liquor? I don't want watered down nonsense.
Well, that's a lot of conditions here. I figure myself, I am partial to the I'm partial to the steep hill, and he points at a large tent that is basically just an awning that doesn't have. It's kind of a. It's like that tent with no walls kind of thing. It's got tree trunks are the seats, and there is. It looks like cheap liquor. He says, but if you want the fancy stuff, there's Abe's Whiskey and Cigars. That's where I go when I got $1 in my pocket.
How often do you come up here to Stillwater?
Well, a lot more in the past year, since it's booming. But the Kansas City route, not too many folks come up here, especially during the winter.
When were you here last?
Oh, roundabout last fall, right before the snow. Once the winter comes in, I don't truck to no snow.
And the hotel was here at that point, yes?
Oh yeah, it was just fairly new.
He starts just taking some notes. He's going to write a story about Stillwater.
There will be. There is. You can find there are probably a dozen saloons in this town that you can find all over the place. There are probably a half dozen brothels. There is a general store. There is a livery where you can rent horses and wagons. There's a blacksmith as part of that livery. There are 2 banks. Everybody make me a spot hidden roll.
In the box.
It's a normal success.
Normal success.
All right, so
It's not a normal success.
Which one of those is which?
It doesn't matter because I rolled 2 dice and they both say 90. So I would consider that a 99.
I think you're right. All right, so
You beat me to it. No.
The first
Right?
critical fail of the campaign.
So you have you all, or those of you who made the roll, notice that there doesn't appear to be a city hall or a town hall in this space, but there is a kind of log cabiny jail. And Abe, you
It's straight for it.
you are heading into you're like looking for someone to give your bags to at the hotel.
Of course.
And as you are doing that,
Excuse me, sir. Could I?
you see a guy who is an albino. He's super blonde hair, and he's like leaning against the side of the hotel, and he says, "You come from Kansas City?"
Yes. Yep. Kansas City, we do. Yep. Absolutely.
Are you
Abe,
with
hold
the
on.
banker?
Abe was holding out money to get someone to take his bags.
Yeah.
Oh, I grab that money and I pick up Abe's bags.
All right. Yeah. You now have $1 more than you had, which means you probably have $2.
Oh, yes.
We'll talk about money in a minute.
Yeah. Nope. I'm not here with the bank. I'm on vacation. That's my assistant right over there.
On vacation. You come to Stillwater on vacation.
I've heard the air is lovely this time of year.
Have you, how long are you staying?
However long the mood suits.
Well, you should, if you wish a little free advice, you should stay at the Stratton property, not this place.
Who's the Stratton property? Is he a rancher around here?
Mr. Stratton is the man who runs this town. And his hotel is called... I think I would have remembered this. His hotel is called... his hotel is called the Stillwater Original.
Ooh, the original. But
Yes.
is it a nice hotel?
Well, Mr. Stratton owns it, so yes, it's a nice hotel.
And
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't catch your name. My name's Abe.
I'm Sven Nielsen.
Nice to meet you, Sven. Thanks for the advice, sir. And I tip my hat. I'm like, I'll go confer with my compatriots.
I'll follow Abe with his bags.
Yeah, and I imagine I if I could have overheard that, I would definitely have written a couple of things down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem.
So
Runs this.
He's like making he is clearly watching and cataloging each of you.
oh, then I full on strut. I'm just like, yep, you're looking at me. I know you're looking at me.
And now I'm watching him, just like, noted.
I'm looking for the blacksmiths in the area.
Are you gonna wander off to the blacksmith?
Well, I didn't see anything that caught my eye. So, but if they're going to someplace else, I'll follow them.
I mean, so right now you're standing in front of the Lone Pine Hotel,
Right.
which is the nicest hotel in town.
So I figured we're going to stay here. So
they're talking to this guy Swen.
I'm gonna.
And everybody, I'm talking loud enough that people can overhear me. I mean,
yeah.
I'm from Chicago. I do that.
That's fair.
Just generally.
Yeah.
So I actually kind of want to. This isn't a big town, right? I mean,
Well, I mean, for it's not small. This is a boom town. So,
Okay.
There are 800 people in this town probably. In
Okay.
tents all over the place.
so it's
And
not
it-
like the other hotels across the street.
No. It's
Well- Do we know which hotel the agents that we're looking for stayed in?
you don't.
Well, we're at this hotel, so we may as well ask if they've seen him check in here. Right?
Oh, and you have the names of the three of them, but the names are not important, and I would forget them anyway. So you have the names of the agents.
Okay. Well, it sounds. I didn't see a city hall round here, which means this fellow Stratton. He's not the mayor. So what does he mean? He runs this town.
There is a city hall. It's the Elkhorn Saloon. That's where Mr. Stratton does business.
It's Finn, right?
Sven, yeah,
Pleasure, Susanna.
okay.
What's your interest in all this? Why do you care?
I work for Mr. Stratton.
If, as you say, he runs this town, everybody does. What's your particular interest?
My job is to stand here and tell people they shouldn't stay at this hotel.
Are you offering any sort of discounts for staying at the other hotel versus this one? If you are so inclined on getting more clientele.
Well, we got less bugs.
Good for me.
You mean in the bed?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we're out of here. We gotta go.
Well-
do we want to ask?
He still has bugs. He just has less of them.
That's good, right? I mean, fewer bugs is really a bonus, I think.
What else does Mr. Stratton own around here?
Well, he owns those 3 saloons right there. He owns that general store. He owns most of the brothels.
Does he have a blacksmith shop?
The blacksmith is part of the livery, and the banker owns the livery.
What is Sven? Is Sven large? Like, is Sven an enforcer from like Chicago? You know what I mean? Is he more like a runner, or is he more like an enforcer?
He seems like more like a runner.
Okay.
I mean, there's a pistol on his hip that he seems very comfortable with, but he doesn't see. This is not like a I'm gonna rough you up guy.
Yeah, he's not the guy that Mr. Stratton's gonna send in to beat us up.
Right. Sven will look at you, Jonesy. Are you a blacksmith?
Yeah.
Are you interested in opening a competing business?
I just come here to think about that, yeah.
You should talk to Mr. Stratton.
That sounds like a good idea, thank you. We should talk to Mr. Stratton.
And you should not stay at this hotel.
All right, I'm ready to go.
He's just like leaning against the pillar this whole time. Like he's not going anywhere.
If we stay at this hotel, can we still have a meeting with Mr. Stratton?
Of course, but he'll know you're staying at this hotel.
I'm going to the Stratton's Hotel.
The
Stillwater original. I will go.
Right, so Jonesy picks up his bags and he'll give you directions. It's
Jonesy is a woman who does.
Pardon me, her bag.
Just saying, Jonesy is a woman, but people often make that mistake.
Beg your pardon, ma'am.
It doesn't seem like it's worth the trouble to pick this hotel over the Stillwater original, so why don't we mosey on over there?
After you.
I will join you in just a moment. I want to ask about something on the inside of this, but I will definitely meet you over.
Why don't we all go and get settled over at the original first, and then we can go around and then chat with people.
So the driver has unloaded all of your stuff. Abe's 3 chests.
God.
And the driver is like, he's like, all right, folks, last call. We're leaving.
Oh, wait, hang on. We changed our minds and we're gonna stay at the Stillwater original. If we could just get this taken down. What is it, about 3 blocks and then another hang left?
Beg pardon?
The boxes, put them back in the stagecoach, take them about to the Stillwater original, about 3 blocks down and on the left.
I'm due back in Kansas City in 2 days. I need to get my way gone.
All right. And then I just look at Jared and just be like, fine.
All right. Now the
Does that
shotgun
mean I have $3 now? Am I carrying all?
All right, you know what? Let's deal with money right now. So, money is hard to come by in this day and age if you're not Abe. And so, here's what we're going to do. Everybody, let's do this one at a time. So you're going to make me a credit rating roll, and we're going to figure out how much cash you have on your person.
Yep.
So, Thomas, start us off. Make a credit rating roll.
All right. Oranges is the 10s. Because I'm not using that die. 63.
Is that a failure?
Yes.
All right. So you have half your credit rating in dollars.
Okay.
That's not bad.
No. All right, Amy, your credit rating is ridiculous. So.
Yeah, my credit rating is 70, so let's go. Oh, and I hit a 25, so.
All right, you have several hundred. You have as much cash as you need on your.
Yeah,
person.
it's like
Yeah,
there's the stuff I spend, and then there's the big bills in my jacket pocket right here.
Your dad always told you to hide some money. You know.
Exactly.
There's always money in the banana stand. That's what he said.
All right, Susanna, what do you got?
41 is a success.
All right, so you have your credit rating times 1
Thank
of
you.
dollars. Jared, now things get dark. Add $2.
Now he's got $2.
Add $2 to whatever you get here because.
I have $2.
All right, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 50 and I needed to make a 5.
Yeah,
that's right. Your credit rating is bad.
Yeah. So you have the clothes on your back, and now you have $2. Jonesy, what do you got?
Oh yeah, I've got what's that? 30, 31. I didn't quite make. I made my credit rating, but
Yeah.
I was trying to get a hard one, which was 30.
All right.
So I didn't make that.
Credit rating in dollars.
All right.
Wait, what if I spend all my luck?
You should push this one. This is the roll to push. Just to give you a sense of sort of the costs of things in this time, a bath is 50 cents. A bath using new water is $1. A hotel, like the original, is $2 a night. The Lone Pine is $5 a night.
I'm glad we are going to the original.
Meals at the original are probably about $0.25. Meals at the Lone Pine are probably $2. Drinks, most importantly, a glass of beer is $0.05. A shot of whiskey is 10 cents. A bottle of whiskey is, $1 for the crappy stuff. So that just gives you a sense of kind of what you're spending.
So mechanically, just because we're doing this as a bunch of like short stories, are we going to do a credit rating roll at the start of each like short campaign, each short arc?
I haven't decided. We'll figure that out. But that's just sort of a general idea of how much money you have on your person.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we'll sort of figure out what that means as we kind of do other stories. For a while, there's probably going to be a fairly linear progression.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you guys head to the original. Jared is dragging 3 trunks of clothes behind him the whole way.
It's a good thing I don't have any luggage for myself because it really freaks me out.
I will help him.
I was gonna say I have a rucksack. I can.
I'm not splitting this money with anyone.
I don't want the money. I have money.
You guys come up to offer a help, and he gives you the
no, I got this.
The hungry dog as you approach his food look.
So are we strolling? So the stagecoach won't take my bag, so we're just strolling.
Yeah, you're walking down, and Sven just stays. Apparently, he just camps out at this hotel. He's not following you or leaving or anything like that. This town is overwhelmingly male and overwhelmingly grubby miners. There's not a lot of Abe is easily the best dressed person anywhere in this town. I
tip my hat to any lady I see. Any lady.
The ladies that you do see are probably prostitutes, which you're fine with, but there is you walk by the livery and you see Jonesy, the blacksmith in this town. It says above it reads blacksmith, and there is a an African American gentleman who is working in the smithy, and he is very focused on what he needs to do. And I mean, you're a blacksmith, so you can tell he's got a lot of work. Like, he is clearly backed up. There's stuff that is not getting done sitting in his shop.
Yeah, that might be somebody I could help.
Well, just keep in mind, Jonesy, we are here for a job.
But if I can get in, he mightn't be able to tell us when people come in and out.
I imagine he's got his head down too close to that anvil to pay much attention to what's going on out in the rest of the world.
We got a livery. That's where people bring their horses and things. So,
fair point.
So you walk by a couple of saloon tents, and in one of them there's a fight going on that bustles out into the street. It is that's from Waldron's Beer and Ale. You walk by Abe's Whiskey and Cigars. It is another tent, but it's a nicer tent, and it seems to be a little quieter and a little more. It looks like more of a gambling bar.
Just saw Abe light up over there.
I know. I was like, actually, I'll be back. I'll just give me a minute and just veer straight into the bar.
All right, yeah. Abe goes and you can. What do you buy? Are you getting yourself a whiskey or a beer? What do you?
I would like one of each, please.
All right,
my fine sir. And if I could, is there an open card table currently?
Well, sir.
We're gonna have
it. Sure is. Now, are you wanting to play low stakes or high stakes, sir? Fine-looking gentleman like yourself, probably going to want to play the high stakes table.
There it is.
Feel me in.
All right. You're that's the one table over there with the felt on it.
Thank you kindly. And I go over and sit down. And what are we playing poker?
Sit down, and yeah, there is 7-card stud is being dealt, and there are 3 minors playing. One of them seems to be betting in like gold flakes.
Okay.
And every time he does that, like, the guy who's dealing kind of smirks and looks at the gold. And everybody else is just there are no chips. They're just throwing cash on the table.
And so what is the average cap? Ooh, we also got rated. Welcome in.
Oh, nice.
Hi.
Hello and welcome.
Welcome into the Welcome Inn.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for joining us. We are playing Call of Cthulhu. Amy's character is about to get fleeced at a gambling table. Or possibly start a fight at a gambling table. So the rest of you are continuing on to the hotel, right?
Yeah. I'm definitely going to make the comment. We're going to have to retrieve him out of there at some point, I think.
I'm going to go and keep an eye.
All right. This will be an experience.
Drop, one half of the
luggage.
The luggage.
Jared's like, I'm not paying. You don't get any. I get all the money.
Oh yeah, I don't let you. No, I got this. Don't. No.
All right, so you guys continue on to the original. Elias and Abe are in the Elias looks a little uncomfortable here, but he's kind of like he's looking, he's like looking at everything that's going on, but he's clearly like he's a rube, and they're all aware of it, and so they're very excited that you came in with a rube.
So I did not go in with her. I with him as master of disguise. In fact.
God, here we go.
On my way in, like dirt up my face, get as grubby as I can.
There you go.
And go and like with a limp, move over to the table.
I love it. All right.
Keep an eye out. Without drawing too much attention.
Up to the bar as like a grizzled old man.
An injured old man.
It's been looking at Jared too long.
I'm just
Forget. Can I see the book? What Master of Disguise does?
I'm looking it up right now for you. So you can spend 10 luck points to get a bonus die to your disguise roll. But in this case, I'll just say if you can either make a disguise roll or you can spend the 10 luck points and you are well disguised.
Just make the roll. This will be amazing.
Well, let me see what my disguise is.
Yeah, what is your disguise?
That would be funny if you didn't get any disguise.
No, I did.
I'm a master of disguise. How do I make a disguise?
I'm
It's
totally Sherlock Holmes over here.
25.
Okay.
It'll be so good if you don't make it, though. Think about that.
Yep.
So
Luck, though. You know, I'm gonna. We've got a lot of inspiration. Maybe I just
There you
give this a
go.
roll.
Yeah, do it.
So,
Okay.
if you're just joining us from the raid, again, thank you so much for showing up. Inspiration. When people give inspiration, our players can use it for re-rolls.
87.
87.
All right. So I smell some inspiration. Anybody want to second that?
Thirded.
All right.
Maybe. I don't know.
7 is so good.
Nope, this is too funny.
99.
Oh! All right, ladies and
We
gentlemen,
have our first Emma.
Oh, that is exciting. All right.
Oh. So I look like a rube who has thrown dirt on their face and walked into a.
I'd love it if they saw you do it from the outside.
Yes. Yes.
But, yeah. So like everyone watches as you put on, like you have that fake beard that has like the glasses hooks, and so you're like putting that on in the street, and then you sit down and change your shoes, and like that is the extent of your. And then you walk in, and like, I have a powerful thirst. Hello, person I've never met.
Hello, fellow miners.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, fellow warriors. I love it.
Outstanding.
Oh my God.
So we actually have a couple new people here. So we keep track. We have 3 stats that we keep track of. Let me see if I can get them all right. We have an Emma, which just happened, which is if somebody rolls and then uses inspiration and then fumbles. Then we have an Amy, which is you roll and then you use inspiration and you roll worse, but it's not a fumble.
Right.
And then we have a Nick, which is you roll and you roll the exact same thing. Those are 3 categories that we track here. So yeah, Abe, Elias is just like, I have never met that man over there playing cards that I'm watching astutely.
I as my drink comes, I'll be like, he definitely needs 2 of these. If you could send them over, thank you. And then just do a shot, and like, very manly, like straddle the stump.
Yeah.
And then
Oh no, there are chairs here. There are chairs here.
oh, there are chairs here. Okay,
Yeah.
well, fantastic. And then put down whatever it is to get in. So is it like
I have a
no? Is it
question.
$1?
I have a
Yeah,
question
it's a
really
$1
quick.
buy-in. Yeah.
Because you ordered a beer and a whiskey. When you said 2 of these, did you point at both of them? So he's getting.
No,
two-
it's my shot. When I said 2 of these, it
Okay.
was 2
All right.
shots. I did my
Okay.
shot, looked at him, just like, you know what I mean? In the
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, they'll all of a sudden in front of you, Elias, are 2 shots of whiskey, and the bartender goes, from that person you don't know at the high roller table.
And at that moment, I slam the first one and take
So,
off
yeah.
the stupid beard.
And then he takes off.
It didn't work.
Just at the bar, he takes off the beard. Outstanding. So you will play a couple hands of poker. Make me a gambling roll.
Okay. Oh, Jesus criminy. 99.
All right. So
99.
so you
could,
you
Emma.
win 4 hands in a row. You are up like $50, and you're like,
Oh, I'm buying drinks for everybody.
yeah,
I'm
you're going
like,
crazy. You're going crazy, and you bet everything you have. You throw all of your money. you have $20 tucked away that you can't reach, but you have 2 aces, you've got a full house, you are so sure, you're like pulling money out of everywhere and you're just throwing it on the table.
I call Elias over here. I'd be like, Elias, come on and watch this. This is gonna be amazing. Bring your beer. Get your beer.
And then you lay down your full house and you start to like scoop in the money. And the guy who was gambling, who you've now come to learn, he says that his name is just Dakota.
Cool.
He
I
says,
like it.
well, now, not so fast there, Mr. Froman. And he throws down his cards and he has a royal flush.
Oof.
Well, looky there. Looks like your luck has run out. And he just scoops all the money over.
Can I do a quick look around the table since she called me over to make sure that there's no duplicates of cards out?
So yeah, you totally can look at that. There are not duplicates. You don't see any duplicates. And the other 2 miners that were playing are like pissed, and they get up and they walk away. And Dakota looks at you and he says, "It was truly a pleasure to become acquainted with your style of cards, Mr. Froman. Now, tell me, you came from Kansas City, did you not?
Indeed, I did, sir.
So are you a Pinabaker man?
Do I know what that is?
You have no idea.
No, yeah. Okay. Sir, I am an upstanding citizen. That's what I am. I'm an honest individual who does not cheat at cards. And like lifts my eyebrow at him.
Well, I see. So you are not a Pinabaker man then?
Indeed, I am not. Just okay, sure.
I see. And what do you think of Mr. Stratton?
I haven't had the pleasure of making myself acquainted with the gentleman yet.
Well, you know, the way I see it, you have paid for a few words of my advice. It is in everyone's best interest, especially folks coming from Kansas City, to keep Mr. Stratton happy. He doesn't trust anyone from Kansas City.
Thanks for the advice, sir. And I just take my beer and just sort of like go stand in the corner by myself at this point.
Put on the beard.
I know. Just be like, ugh.
Just go and sulk.
Yeah, just sulk in the corner with the bartender.
All right,
like,
yeah.
Spot me another drink, bro.
I am going to ask the bartender if he knows what a Pinabaker man is.
Well, Mr. Pinabaker owns the Lone Pine and a number of other buildings in town.
Ah.
I see. Has there been a lot of trouble between the two?
Make a psychology roll.
Hold on. Haha. Orange is first. Blue is first.
No.
That is a fail.
He's clearly a little uncomfortable. Like when you say, is there any trouble? He's clearly a little uncomfortable. And he says, why would there be trouble?
What's wrong with Kansas City?
Well, that's where Pinabaker's from.
How long has Pinabaker been here?
Since less than a year.
How long has Stratton been here?
Well, Stratton damn near started this town.
You know anything about exploding trees?
Beg pardon?
Trees that explode. Like this, and I show him my drawing.
Well, that is some tree you have drawn there, sir. I do not know anything about exploding trees. No, sir. Was not aware that's something trees did. Don't get a lot of trees in the bar.
Right. Good days.
Yeah, you and your friend are always welcome here.
Just throw my. Let's get out of here.
So, just to be clear, the guy who you didn't lose to the house. You lost to this guy who was essentially one of the players. It wasn't so there's. It's not like a casino where there's the house and you cash in and everything. This was just people playing. But you did buy a number of rounds first, so you are now very popular. Like the people, when you walk out, everyone's like, "Yay!" All right, so back to the hotel. You come in to the original, which is for the three of you, one of the nicer places. It's a very nice hotel. Seems perfectly acceptable. There are 6 rooms available, so you can, you guys can. There's room for all of you. Rooms. God, see, this is why I don't keep track of money and stuff because I already forgot what I said. I think
you said it was $2 for a room here and $5 at the.
Yeah, there you go. It's $2. Rooms are $2 a night. If you want to pay for a week, then we'll call it $10 for 7 days. Breakfast is included, and we'll give you 1 bath for the week for that $10.
That sounds right reasonable to me. So I'll pay $10 to get a room and all of that for me for a week.
Jared looks a little uncomfortable.
He does.
I'm right now. I'm worried about getting this $2 that I have, and I'm trying to figure out, would I, in my past experience with Abe, would I set him up with a room for a week? But I don't have the money to put it down, but just assure the person, like, my employer will, I'm sleeping outside. I'm not paying for it. Look, ooh, it comes with a bath. Ooh. Highway robbery.
Well, sure. If you need, we don't, you're going to need to talk to Helen about that.
Helen about what? Setting up with Abe with a room?
Yeah, if you're going to want credit, you're going to need to talk to our credit manager, Helen.
Well, I'll wait. I'll just sit on one of the chests and wait for Abe to show up.
He looks disappointed when you go away. He says, because our credit manager's Helen Wait. If you want credit, go to Helen Wait.
The heavy sigh.
Jonesy will get a room.
All right. Are you getting the week?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. He said, so what are y'all in town for?
Well, I was looking around for a blacksmith job.
Oh, well, I bet Noble could use the help.
I also heard that Mr. Stratton might need a blacksmith.
Well, sir, I would not presume to know what Mr. Stratton needs. He's a fine man. The town could always use another blacksmith, I'm sure.
But no, I heard a rumor that Stratton was looking, so I was thinking if I could try to talk to Mr. Stratton. Do you know
sir,
a way of...
he's probably over at the Elkhorn. I'm sure he is, he's there within normal business hours.
Thank you.
His office. Let me show y'all to your rooms, and you can By the way, Abe, you know that you can always wire for more money.
Yeah.
You can. That's not a huge deal. It just means that for a little while you don't have a lot of. So for a little while, all you have is $20.
Yep.
And so he'll show you the rooms are very nice. They're solid. They have a lock, which is which you really like, and they have a little chest with a key in it, so you can lock your belongings in a chest. There's no cleaning service or anything like that. But yeah, they're lovely rooms.
I keep clean.
As he is Jonesy, as he is putting you in your room, he puts you in last, and he'll say, "Well, here's your room, and word to the wise, Mr. Stratton is a very competitive man. So, if you're trying to break into the blacksmith business, he would be probably very interested in some sort of competition to Noble."
Good to know. Thank you.
Always glad to welcome another potential member to the Stratton family.
Well, do you like working for Mr. Stratton?
His check's cash.
It's good. It's good.
I've never, you don't do anything wrong, nothing bad happens to you.
Oh, I've heard rumors of bad things in this town, though. I've heard rumors that people have come in and never left.
Well, yeah, most of those folks are minors.
Do we have a lot of marshals and things coming in here? I look around like suspiciously, like, I heard marshals come to this town. Have you heard of any?
No, sir. We don't even have a sheriff.
No sheriff? Oh.
Well, most real disputes get settled by Mr. Stratton.
Oh. Stratton, judge, and jury?
Well, no, we tend to have if there's some sort of problem that needs dealing with, we create a town council, and they decide what the punishment should be.
Oh.
We ain't drawn and quartered somebody for quite a while.
Oh. He's moving up. He's good. So, but yeah, no, there has not been any marshals here or anybody like anything like that. I just,
Well, sir, you've now said the word marshal 3 more times than I'm comfortable with.
Well, because I'm worried about that. That's all. I'm just between you and me. Just between you and me. I just don't want to have them here. That's all.
Well, I ain't seen one since I've been here, and I don't know if they did come here. I don't know what they do.
Good to know. Thank you.
I mean, we're not, church ain't full on Sunday, but we're not a bad town.
It's good to know. Thank you. I'm liking so far.
Well, that's all you can hope for. Y'all take care, and he'll head off.
Yeah.
So, about this time, Jared, Abe and Elias will come in, and you recognize all too well Abe's "I just lost a lot of money" face.
I take my pinky ring off and give it to Jared and be like, "Can you secure me a room, down payment until I get to the bank tomorrow?"
Well,
you know the drill.
If it cheers you up, there's a discount on the rooms if you stay for a week. It's only $10.
It doesn't cheer me up.
So you go up and you get 2 rooms, and you just hand him this pinky ring.
2 rooms.
Yeah.
Oh, are you getting yourself a room?
Why would I? No, I that's that kind of money can be spent. I heard beers are a nickel here.
It's true.
And I got $2.
And they're actually quite well made.
The real story is down with the people. That's what I've heard. So I also will not be able to get a room here.
I said 2 rooms. I don't care who stays in the other one. I mean, unless they're adjoining, and then I'll just take both.
With this ring seems very nice, and so I'll put you all 3 up for the week.
Thank you kindly, sir. You'll have
We
your
don't
money
stay in a
once
room.
it up.
And I'll take a bath and I'll eat your breakfast if you really want me to.
There we go. Fits quite nicely. He
Real
was
story
trying
is in
every
the room.
finger to
Small as this guy's fingers.
He's a weaselly little man. So yeah, you all now have rooms in the original, and he'll point out to you. He shows you where the Elkhorn is, Jonesy.
Yeah, so we had to meet downstairs or something after everybody gets their room and everything.
Yeah, once my things are secure, I have the pistol that I wear on my hip, but everyone wears a pistol around here. I don't imagine that'll be noticed.
It's true. So you don't see. There's not a lot of open carrying of rifles and such in town, but everyone has a pistol on their hip.
Yeah.
I have nowhere to keep my shotgun other than on me, so that's
in your room, right?
Like my rifle and shotgun are both in the room.
Yeah.
Don't need them on the day-to-day.
I have my shotgun on me.
Cool.
All right, so you're walking around. You definitely get some looks as you're walking around with a shotgun, but not a lot.
So I suppose the real question is, what exactly is the cover story that we're going with here? Because we're going to need to ask about the Pinkerton agents. Do we just ask for them by name at the various hotels and see if they checked in there?
Do we have, and I flip through the notes that we have on, do we have their cover story? So we can ask for
you just have their names. Oftentimes Pinkerton agents don't use fake names. They just don't announce they're Pinkerton agents.
Sure.
Well, we can say we were some friends of ours came here earlier, sent word to us that there was some good work, and we're trying to catch up with them.
And I keep hearing that Stratton wants a blacksmith, so I'm trying to figure out how to see if I can get a meeting.
Well, if there's any way that we can avoid dealing with the politics of this town, I'd prefer to. But we're just here to get our men and get back out, and hopefully the agent, the leader that they were here to get. But I'm settling for just the agents if we can.
Yeah, I asked if there was any federal agents that came into town, and the hotel man was saying no federal agents come here, so they did not use that as a.
Well, not all Pinkerton agents are federal agents.
Well,
Most are not.
I mean, I'm a federal, and I say very quietly, I'm a federal agent.
No,
but
I
you
understand,
are.
but I wanted to see if they had anything like that here, but they don't.
Right. Well, I'd prefer to avoid dealing with Mr. Stratton if at all possible. Let's start off by asking around at the various hotels and whatnot to see if our men stayed here. I mean,
yeah. We all have the names. We all have the names, right? We all have them. Okay.
Yeah.
Ezra, how long ago did the Pinkerton agents come up here?
It was in the fall.
Okay, so that was the last. That was when the stagecoach driver said that was the last time he was up here. That was when they came up.
Maybe not on that stagecoach, but they were up here in the last time that the Pinkerton got any sort of report from them was, let's say, October.
Okay.
By the way, for the chat wants to know what dynamite cost back then. According to the book, 25 cents a stick.
I think we can get a GM discount for getting dynamite, though.
Well, I do need to go to the general store. So
Well, they would be happy to get your business.
I'm sure they would.
So the only other hotel in town, there's the Flop House, and then there's the Lone Pine.
And generally, I mean, because we've been Pinkerton agents for a little while at least, so we would know that they wouldn't generally stay at the Flop House. Is that not generally something that's encouraged, or would they have done so maybe to maintain a lower cover, or does it not matter?
Pinkerton is a super loose. It's not like here's the procedures, and there's not a policy manual. It's a we don't care how you do it. Here's what we want you to do.
No.
Do they reimburse?
They can, yes.
Cool. Right. Well,
usually what happens is you complete your mission and you get paid.
I'll go and talk to the general manager, the person at the front desk, and inquire about our lost friends, unless y'all think that isn't a good idea.
Perfect idea.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
We should find out if they were in trouble with anyone before we go asking about. So getting that out of the way sooner rather than later.
Well, but who do you intend to ask whether or not they were in trouble with anybody?
They could be anywhere in trouble.
Right. And there's around 800 people in this town. I mean, maybe.
Oh, I'm not saying not to do it. I'm saying let's get it out of the way. If we're all here, you ask, found out in trouble, we can split. That's what I'm saying.
Cool. All right. So I'll go talk to the general manager, the fellow at the desk.
All right. Yes, ma'am.
Just a quick question for you. We were in contact with some friends of ours who came up here last October, and wondering if do you keep records that far back?
Well, ma'am, we don't usually share our records.
I understand that, but I'm a bit worried about my friends. They came up here, told us there was good work up here, and then just vanished off the face of the planet.
Well, how about you give me some names, and I'll tell you. I can do a check, and I'll let you know if they're in there. That way, I'm not sharing confidential information with you.
Sure, that makes perfect sense, and I'll give him the names of the three agents.
All right. He will go. He sits at a desk behind the counter, and he pulls a big old logbook out of a desk, and he starts to look through it.
Are we all craning over and watching?
I'm leaning against the desk, my elbow on it, my chin on my fist, feet kicked back a little, just waiting.
Well, sir, it looks like those folks did stay here last summer.
They were here in the summer. We last heard from them in October.
Well, I see. Well, they stayed with us for a few weeks in July.
Mm-hmm. Any notion where they might have gone from here?
We don't ask.
That's probably smart with most clientele around here.
But they were here in July.
All right. Well, thank you kindly.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'll slide an extra $1 across the counter for his trouble.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you kindly, ma'am. Thank you kindly.
God, I actually have to keep track of money. It's annoying.
Not if you lose it all.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so I'll come back to the group and be like, well, they did stay here for a few weeks, but they were here in July. Did they come? I don't remember. The agency told us they came up here in October, didn't they?
So the agency told you that the last they heard from them was in October.
Got it. Okay. Sorry, I misunderstood.
They'd been up in Colorado for some time. The agency didn't tell you why.
And how did?
Oh wait, no, they did.
They did.
We're looking for the Civil War fellow.
Yeah.
And how is the communication? Do we know how the communication usually is? Like, would it be Telegram? Okay, so we could actually go to the Telegram office tomorrow. Well, what time is it right now? I mean, I've already
late afternoon.
Okay, so I've already drank a lot and lost all my money. So
it's been a rich full day.
Having a good day so far, Abe?
Not entirely.
So my suggestion is that we go back over toward the Lone Pine and see if maybe our agents jumped over there and stayed there after July.
Sounds like a good idea. Maybe head in the back door.
It's either that or ask Sven. Sven will know.
You know, I don't know how much we want to cross that Sven fella.
Eventually, we're gonna have to talk to this guy.
Stratton.
Why? Why do we have to involve ourselves in local politics?
Because one businessman to another businessman meeting in the social situations is just a courtesy. It's just a plain courtesy. At some point, he's going to invite me for lunch.
I just give Abe the most blank look. Oh, you mean yourself about the other businessman?
Yes.
I was thinking of myself as the other business person that they would talk to.
All right, so you guys head to the Lone Pine, and Sven is still just. Oh, you've come back.
Oh, sneaking in the back way, right?
Is there a back way in this sort of place?
Not really.
Okay. Trying for a door.
Yeah,
this is way before safety standards.
Elias walks around the building and then comes back in the front door.
Oh, there's always a window or something.
You could probably climb in a window. Yes, be a little weird.
If they leave a window open, they're saying they're open for business. That's
hold on. Let me put my beard on.
I actually take it out of my pocket and give it back to you. I'll be like, here, you forgot this beard if you're gonna do whatever.
Mr. Jackson, what in God's name are you doing?
No, I don't do that.
Don't tease us.
So inside, the Lone Pine is a very nice, well appropriated hotel. The lobby has red velvet and it's in very good shape. And there is a bellhop who is waiting, and when you come in, he walks right up and he says, "Got any bags? I can get you bags."
I just think farther into my code.
Yeah. Thank you. I think we're good for the moment.
Is there a restaurant here too? You said
there is a restaurant. Yeah,
that's where we say we're going, right?
Oh, you're just going to the restaurant? Oh, okay. Well, I'll take you right over. And so you basically take a right, and there's a small room with 3 tables in it, and a bar, and
a bar,
and yeah, they'll sit you down, and the bellhop is also the waiter.
What is their cheapest beer?
Well, we got the homebrew cider. It's it's 2 cents.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
All right.
Let me mark this down. Keep careful track of my monies.
And they'll bring. They just sort of reflexively bring everyone a beer. And then menus come, and this place is, it's a little expensive. It's, you get a good meal for $3. It's hearty fare, but it's not like this is not camp food. This is, there's an actual cook involved.
Oh wow!
What on the menu? What is there for less than $1?
Well, sir, a baked potato. You can get yourself a baked potato for $0.25.
Boom, done.
All right, that's one of my favorites. I enjoy.
I'll have one of those plus the prime rib, maybe a vegetable. Definitely throw in dessert. Also need a coffee, and yeah, for now that's fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can I get anyone else anything?
Yeah, it's just what $2. What can I get for $2?
Well, for $2, you can get yourself a chicken dinner.
Ooh, chicken dinner. Yes. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I think that sounds real good to me too.
All right.
Give me a
It
second
looks,
potato.
what now?
A second potato.
2 baked potatoes. Oh my! All right.
He's a vegetarian.
Apparently, you can survive pretty much forever on baked potatoes and butter because it gives you everything that you actually physically need.
Baked potatoes are like, my mom eats 4 things, and baked potatoes are one of them. She loves. When I still remember the day, this is how old I am, when my mom figured out that you could cook baked potatoes in the microwave really fast, and that was like maybe the greatest moment of her life. She was super excited about like 5-minute baked potatoes.
Yep, that was my mom too.
The bellboy will look at Jared and goes, "You can get a cup of soup for a penny."
What kind of soup?
It's a mulligatawny.
What kind of soup is that?
It's kind of vegetables with some meat in it, with some beef in it.
All right.
So,
I'd order one of those as well. That sounds delicious.
all right, yeah, you guys have a lovely meal. The food is very good. Like not food you'd think to get in a mining town. This is, like I said, there's clearly a cook involved in this. It's not just sort of what was sitting around. And the other thing that stands out to you is that the goods seem to be of high quality. Like the meat is not like old or stringy or anything like that. The prime rib is really good. It seems like this place, like the food is excellent.
As soon as the food comes, I start to eat a little bit, and I push one of the potatoes over to Jared.
Aww.
I'm like, I ordered way too much. I'm gonna give this to you.
Yeah.
But it's my
All right,
Yeah,
I think
I'm like, my compliments to the chef.
yeah. As Abe has you all have like a plate in front of you. Abe has like 5 plates in front of him.
And I have a different fork for every plate.
Yeah, they will definitely bring you new silverware and all that stuff. I think with dinner we're going to take a break so that we can. I want some M&Ms.
That's why you take breaks.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I take breaks. So we will be back just as soon as 5 people can use 5 bathrooms.
And get M&Ms.
4 bathrooms.
4 bathrooms.
5 people can use 4 bathrooms.
So isn't it?
It's
2.
six
math is
people and
different.
5 things.
People using 5 bathrooms.
People in 5 bathrooms.
Oh yes.
What the hell did you guys do math? This is non-Euclidean math.
He's just counting boxes, not people. He's just counting boxes.
Counting boxes of bathrooms.
I mean, no one counts Thomas as a person. Sorry.
He's the man in the box.
I do.
I will
Give
always
me a baked potato.
Yeah, there you go.
That baked potato made you a person.
All right, we'll be back just as soon as many people can use fewer bathrooms. It's
fun.
Welcome back. I want to thank so much Devil's Luck, who is raiding us right now. We are playing Call of Cthulhu. We just never fails. We go on break and we got a raid. So we are actually going to do a giveaway because of all of these awesome raiders from both Devil's Luck and the first one that I've already forgotten, which makes me a bad person. But we appreciate it. So we're going to do a giveaway of a Nord Games luck deck. Now, this is mainly for D&D, so I'm going to try and talk about it in a non-judgmental way, but it is an awesome tool for a GM to deal. This is for the crits, right?
Yes, the crits and natural ones.
Yeah. So whenever the party rolls a 20, they get a card. Whenever they roll a 1, the GM gets a card. Wackiness ensues. It is a fun toy. So we're going to give one of those away in a little bit. So hang around. You're going to hear all sorts of fun saloon talk.
Is Nightbot
Yep,
ready?
Nightbot's ready. So if you do #chaos
All right.
in the chat, enter to win.
So it is #chaos right now in the chat. You will be entered to win that Nord Games luck deck, which Thomas is stacking as we speak.
Yep.
You will get one with all of the cards in it. In fact, which is,
Yes. And then
we take some of ours and
Yeah, we have a culling process of like cards that are BS that we think are BS.
For fortuitous circumstance and a small item on your person goes missing. Those are usually the ones that get pulled.
Yeah.
Because the small item on your person is always a grenade. That's
your arcane focus gone.
Yeah.
You can no longer cast spells. Your character is useless for the rest of this session.
Thomas half threatened to do that to Andraste once, where her holy symbol would go missing, which would have caused a crisis of faith. Could have been interesting, but we didn't go that way.
nice.
Yep. And so should I do some housekeeping really quick?
Yes, please.
So in the first part of the show, after we had gotten through all of our opening notes, we got some more bits. And so 500 bits for everybody who is joining us. If you donate 500 bits, that you can either give inspiration to the GM or to the players for a reroll. It doesn't mean that the reroll is going to be any better than what we just rolled. And so far they haven't been, but thank you very much nonetheless for the bits, even though we can't roll to save our lives. So the bits, the bits sent to the top of the show, 500 from the Hef to the players. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hef.
Yep. Elder Pratt to Ezra, something about the cupcake, birthday cupcake or something was in there. So
better than a birthday muffin.
Yep, exactly. Elder Brat's birthday is today, so happy birthday, Elder Brat.
Elder Brat also keeps dumping a bunch of subs in the chat. I just want to call that out because you are amazing and we appreciate you so much.
You know, more people should celebrate their birthdays by subscribing to us. That's all I'm just going to.
Epic.
I did that one year. I dropped like 32 subs in 33 subs in because it was like one for every year I've been alive and one to grow on.
God, I'm turning 50 this year, so we'll have to do something. I wonder if we're playing
a lot of money.
Yeah.
Ooh.
50 of something. Woo!
50 bits. That's what it is.
So Muffin Rage, again, muffins versus cupcakes. Muffin gives 500 to the players. Thank you very much. And then your Grace Duke League has also just given 500 to the players.
Nice.
So
Thank
look
you,
at
Grace.
how much inspiration the players have.
We should be using it. Any leftover inspiration that we don't use goes into the book of inspiration, which when it accumulates a certain amount, it triggers a giveaway.
I mean, that's nice, but we could also burn this entire town to the ground with those bits.
No.
I'm just saying, allocation of resources, we should consider our options.
Mm-hmm.
Happy 12th night, Fleeg. I wish we were at the hotel instead of, around the virtual table, but here we are.
You know what? I'll take that offer right now, Nick. You get rid of all those bits and you can start burning this town to the ground.
How are you going to even role play that?
Why? We haven't even started the first arc.
It's my understanding the gold is in flakes. We need to smelt it into bars. Things go awry.
Ooh, we got to get that Dakota guy too. Shake him down for all its flakes.
Oh yeah, Just. I hate Just.
there. From what I understand, there is no sheriff in town. So maybe we get this Dakota guy to show us around the outskirts of town.
And the best part is we don't have a marshal in the party.
The redhead just stares in federal marshal.
Also, another thank you to Ginger Fury 7. Great name. Thank you for the bits. Again, Ginger Fury 7 wants us to also burn the town down. So this stack is getting big. I think the odds of this town making it out alive are slim.
Oh my goodness.
There were so many unanswered questions after the first 6 Ginger Furies.
Well, let's see.
I thought the 7th was a little contrived. It's starting to feel formulaic. That's all.
But kind of like a question, because Jared has been paying attention to this. Whenever there's transaction, he's watching. What is the form of the gold that they are mining in this town? He wasn't there for the flakes, but are other people doing flakes? Is there actually mining, or is it mostly panning?
It looks like
that's
it's
a
mostly
great question.
Panning?
I said mining.
So nuggets.
Can anyone just pan? Is this a place where like you get what you, and then the economy is built around just the panners?
Well, you saw an assay office, and so assay offices usually mean you're buying a claim.
Yeah.
Maybe we should look into that.
Well, and that usually means flakes or very small nuggets, having been raised the child of a gold miner. Ask me about it later.
I refuse to put roots down in this town. Refuse.
Seconded.
But the idea is, hypothetically, if we went up enough stream, we could find the vein that's being eroded away, right? Or is that?
That's not what we're here for.
I know. I lean in at the dinner table and I'm like, I thought we were here to find Joe and Jeff and Steve.
But I mean,
no Dave. Why is there no Dave?
No, it's 3 Daves.
The 3 Daves. The 3 Daves.
It's 3 days, like the 3 amigos.
Abe, I'm just trying to help you with your situation.
Keep carrying the bags.
I haven't shot anybody this week, so I think we should.
Somebody is missing panning for gold.
Yeah, I should go up the stream. Maybe that's where they went.
We have so many questions that aren't answered right now.
Yeah, we don't have time for your field trip.
Yeah, we have to talk to this guy, Pinabaker.
Yeah.
Damn it.
If we stay focused, we'll get the information that we need, possibly find our agents, or at least confirm that they're dead, and go back to the Pinkerton Agency and get paid. That is much more sure than whatever's out there.
No, why can't we do a little of both?
Yeah.
If you want to buy a mining pan, or if you have one on you, and we happen to be near a creek, you can go right ahead. But you might get shot by someone saying, "Hey, that's my land."
Is there a creek in the middle of the town?
There is a creek in the middle of town. Yeah.
With even slightly clear water.
Slightly. Yeah.
I'm sure there's beaver fever all up in that.
So
that's what it's called. That's what it's called, Thomas.
Oh man, it's a family show. It's a family show. I'm really trying not to call the next episode Beaver Fever.
We all come from family.
Take that, YouTube.
My dad got beaver fever one time.
And that's how Tiana came about. So,
no, beaver fever is real bad. It is
beaver fever.
It's basically dysentery.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have Bieber fever.
Why? The kid.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
The kid can sing reasonably well, but he's kind of a shit person.
You're just describing any entertainer, though. So
depends. There's some that I follow who are pretty good people.
That's what
into like a Warren
people are called actors.
All right, guys.
Yeah, right.
And roleplay.
I was gonna say case in point, but I kind of wanted to be nice to us. But
that's a professional GM right there. So yeah, dinner. You have a lovely dinner. It's 6 o'clock ish or so. This hotel seems very calm, but you definitely hear carousing going on outside.
Excuse me, good sir. Is Mr. Pinabaker available? I would like to compliment him on his excellent choice in meat. I myself, a sausage man.
There's the next
fever.
There's the next one, right? Sausage man.
I
I know a
myself,
fine cut of meat when I
sausage
see
man.
it, and this man knows his meat.
Yeah, it's good.
Hold on, I gotta clip that.
Exclamation point flip.
Myself a sausage man. Well, gosh. Sure. I can see if Mr. Pinabaker's available.
I appreciate it.
He's and so yeah, actually about 10 minutes later, a youngish, probably late 20s, very sort of casually rich dressed, like he's wearing casual clothes, but they're very high quality. A blonde guy, no beard. He comes walking in, and Abe, make me a luck roll.
I'm gonna try different dice. I'm gonna not try my 99ers. Ooh, 1.
That is a one.
cannot
We have a relationship.
believe that
We went to school together.
Abe Froman is in Stillwater, Colorado.
I do say I am, sir. I get up and shake his hand.
Yeah, hello. I know I have followed your family's success a great deal. I was a year after you at name of a good university.
We were at Harvard.
Harvard.
Oh, so you're a Harvard man yourself. And
I am
chuckle
a
on
Harvard
the
man.
floor.
Yes.
Oh, and I'd like shake his hand. I was like, ooh, feel his arm. I'm like, did you row?
No. I was in the Glee. I was in the barbershop quartet.
Ah, I see. Well, again, the appearance, absolutely. I completely understand. Those are some fantastic shoes.
Thank you. Why are you in this terrible town?
Oh, I just follow my compatriots around. I look for new places to gamble, sights to see. I'm a bit of an adventurer myself.
Well, I hope you'll let me. You'll take advantage of my hospitality, please. I have fine rooms here that I would love as long as you stay here, please. I consider it a personal favor for you to stay here with me.
I would be delighted. I will have my things sent over.
That's wonderful. And he pulls up a chair. He's like, Reggie, a bottle of the red, and a very nice bottle of wine is brought over, and he introduces himself to all of you as Walter Pinabaker. And he'll tell you his story when that he works for a large bank in Kansas City, and they sent him out here when the boom first started to essentially buy up land cheap and sell it to rubes for a huge markup. And so he's been slowly buying up land and starting businesses all throughout town. And he says, and of course, Jack does not appreciate our way of doing business.
Oh,
but,
you mean the Stillwater gentleman?
Stratton, Jack Stratton.
Stratton, yeah.
He was he's the cad who started this town, and he strong arms it.
So so do you have your own entourage, if you will?
I do, and I have men come and go. That's no problem. But I have a faithful soldier, and he pulls out a little whistle, and he blows it, and it's silent. And you hear, "Rah!" And coming through the door is a giant Irish wolfhound.
Ooh.
Just a monster of a dog that just pads right up to Pinabaker and sits obediently at his arm. And Pinabaker looks at the table and finds a piece of steak, and he goes, "Here, King." This is the sort of loyalty that money can't buy.
I do agree. And then I take out like my little silver smoke case and offer
Yeah.
him a cigarette.
Oh, he's very,
Okay.
Thank you so much.
And we just smoke and commiserate and talk about that terrible history teacher that we had.
Oh, but could I pet the puppy? Could I pet the puppy, please?
Oh,
Fluffy?
yes, King's very friendly. King's very friendly. And yeah, King will, you can easily pet King and take care of him and that sort of thing. But,
Susan will absolutely also go over and Ben pet the puppy because puppy.
He's a popular.
I'm going to draw a picture of the puppy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you sketch a good drawing of King.
What breed is King?
Oh, King is pure Irish Wolfhound.
Wonderful.
If
that soft purr.
If he wanted to, King could rip your throat out.
Yep. They do that.
So my good man, as I'm smoking and being like charming as hell. So what Stratton, what kind of rules of the road is he, what's he running here? What kind of a angle does he run?
He's a thug. He thinks that anything that he doesn't own, he tries to burn down, or he tries to muscle his way in. Protection, that sort of thing. He's got a number of men. You might have met one of his charming welcoming committee at the front there.
Oh yeah, the lads Sven.
Yes, yeah. It's easier for us to just not deal with him. We're slowly but surely buying this town out from under him.
Mm-hmm.
And, the old ways are not prepared for the new ways. And we just have to see where we can make money in the growing pains.
Well, good on you, sir.
Thank you.
So how do you keep the peace then if it's just mano-a-mano here?
Well, there's not a lot of peace. There tends to be a fair amount of there's trouble now and then, but Stratton's enough of a businessman to not take things too far.
I noticed the jail when we came in, but I hear there isn't a law enforcement presence. How exactly does that work?
Well, if somebody does something awful, we get a town council that acts as the jury, and they decide what, if it's just a couple nights in the jail or if it's kicking them out of town. Stratton's a little too fond of tarring and feathering.
Ooh, barbaric practice.
Yes, I don't see any need for that sort of thing.
So what do you do if you find out somebody comes to your town to hide from whatever? Do you invite them in, or?
Can I make a roll?
I think we all want to make psychology rolls now.
Really do.
You are welcome to. Yeah, you are welcome to.
In the box. In the box, Ren.
He clearly,
I have a 5. I rolled psychiatry actually or psychology on Johanna, not on my friend. Like I know his MO.
All right.
With that whole last statement that she said.
Right. I rolled psychology on Pinabaker when he made that comment.
Sure. And you made it?
Yes.
Well, so he is he's not used to such indirect statements. And he clearly takes a beat to think about his answer. I have not been in the habit of asking too many questions. In my experience in Stillwater, it's a fine town to find a new life.
Does Stratton ask a lot of questions about people who come in here? He seems to have his finger on the pulse of everything.
No, I don't think either. I think Stratton looks at everyone and wonders how they can be of use to Stratton, as opposed to thinking. I like to think a little more strategically.
That's very fair.
someone can help the town without necessarily helping me, and it still is a net positive.
Because you're working downtown to help the town, not necessarily yourself.
Well, I'm working to make money.
Of course.
And when the town does well, I do well. And my employers do well. Although, with that good psychology roll, the one thing you'll notice is, he's clearly he doesn't think of it in terms of him being employed. Like, he's definitely thinking like, I'm running things here.
Sure.
He's not like, oh, I have to make sure that my bosses back in Kansas City are aware of what's going on.
Sure. And I mean, his bosses in Kansas City are 2 days away.
Yes.
At best.
Yes.
So yeah, I can see that.
I want to know what Abe's role told him about Jonesy.
Me too.
A
good place to hide. I'm like, what?
All right. So, why did you ask that question?
Well, I was thinking that we're here because we had people coming after that Civil War guy. So I was wondering if, that they harbored people here. I was wondering if he had a sense of that kind of harboring, and then that would have made our guys fight with the people in town.
Right. All right. So Abe, you have a sense of that. You have a sense of sort of the why Johanna asked that question. Having a Johanna and a Susanna is really cool.
Yeah, so it's Johanna. That's why I called myself Jonesy.
Jonesy, there you go.
Yeah. I just thought personally that Johanna was gonna just need a place to hide, and I wasn't too sure what we didn't know yet.
I was starting to wonder.
That could also be
past.
Last chance. #chaos in the chat to be entered for that Nord Games deck. Okay. So yeah, Pinabaker is like openly, he's just very happy, to have somebody who has, appreciates the finer things, but also, like he recognizes you and that sort of thing. And so he is very happy to answer any questions you have about the town. And he'll tell you that, his main businesses are he's very proud of the fact that Stratton didn't think of starting an assay office, and so the assay office is actually owned by him, and so most of the mining money is going to him, and so Stratton makes most of his money off of drinks and whores.
Got it. And like, I just kind of like a good man. So where are my friends here were interested in potentially just doing some side panning for, as tourist type of, fun things. Don't ask. I just, I enjoy fine liquor. They enjoy digging in the dirt for rocks. So, where are perhaps the best mining areas, the best panning areas? What have you seen?
Well, just based on what people are bringing in, it seems like the farther you head up into the mountains, following the stream, the better you do. There's nothing close to town anymore. That's all. That's all been pretty well cleared.
We had some friends come through here last summer, I believe. And I give him the names, and I ask, did they happen to, do you recognize them at all? Did they buy a claim or anything?
They were friends of all of yours?
Oh, yeah.
I had never made their acquaintance, actually, technically.
That's an odd question. Can I psychology that?
You don't need to psychology that.
Yeah, I kind of do.
Sure, you can psychology that.
I think I already know.
Sweet. 20.
All of you associate with these people? was the question that was just asked.
22 out of 40 success.
Yeah, essentially what Nick says. Like he's clearly trying to see if you are all tied to them, and it's weird that like 5 of us are looking for our 3 friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm what is it? Elias basically said he was a friend of. Yeah, I'm gonna like. Oh, I know through Elias. I'm dodging this bullet.
I work for the Post as a freelance stringer. So I did an article on one of them in the past, and they sent me some information and said that they were coming here, and then
You know, I might have a story you might be interested in.
Oh yeah.
I know you're always looking for an angle. We have for about a week now, up in the hills, there was a silver mine, and nobody from the silver mine has been down here in about a week. And if some intrepid band were to go up and see what's going on in that silver mine, you might find an interesting tale of claim jumpers.
Silver. I'd like to get my hands on some silver. Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to remember out of character if he's the one who owns the livery.
He is.
Yes.
Would we be able to get some assistance with getting some horses to get up in that area? Because that would be a hell of a trek on foot.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, if you, I happen to be an investor in that silver mine, so you'd be doing me a solid, of course.
So you have a silver mine that you have not heard from for a week.
Employee.
I mean, I own a portion of a silver mine.
God, I'm having flashbacks to Dragon of Icefire Peak.
I know.
Hold on, I need to get my firearms silvered.
Yeah, let's do silver bullets before we go up there.
Silver bullets. Silver bullets for everyone.
Maybe the blacksmith could help us with that, or we could use his forge to make some silver bullets.
No, that's why you need a shotgun, because you just put the little bits of silver with
in there, yeah.
gravel and.
No, but no, it's if we go up to the silver mine, that would be very good. And would there be any kind of reward for finding
Running
out?
off some flame jumpers?
Well, I mean, I'm putting you up in my hotel.
Oh, all of us. I was thinking Abe, but
No, I'm of course. Any friend of Abe's is a friend of mine.
Oh, I'm very much obliged to you.
it's
Of course.
It's good.
I may even ride along. This sounds adventurous.
Well, I hope
certainly
not.
should be.
I hope not.
Well,
Congratulations, C.S. Martell
Mm-hmm.
has won the Nord Games Luck Deck. So do us a favor and whisper your information to the Quests and Chaos account, and we will send that out to you. I think we forgot all the disclaimers, so hopefully you live in the U.S.
If not, you'll be getting a PDF of that deck.
There you go. There you go. So then give us your email address.
figure that out in messages.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Okay. So you said you were having your things sent over. Where are your things? I can send Reggie to find them.
We dropped them. I dropped my things over at
The original.
Correct.
Abe.
I was unaware that you were the owner of this fine establishment. I mean, I understand that, coming from Chicago, when a gentleman says you shouldn't stay there, I kind of get the whiff of what he's selling. That's a mixed metaphor.
I see. Well,
I've met you and seen you, and you are here, and we are old friends from Harvard. I will absolutely 100% stay here.
C.S. Martell is in Canada, and he says, "Please pick another with a true Canadian spirit." He says, "Please pick another."
Wait. We're in Canada because we can do anywhere but Quebec.
Is it Montreal and Quebec?
Yes, Montreal is in Quebec. It's Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Yeah. Oh well.
It's Montreal and Quebec. You just started a war.
I didn't see whether they were in Montreal. I just heard Canada.
Yeah, as long as you're not in Quebec, because we hate Quebecois. No, it's because of some weird male thing.
It's some weird giveaway law thing, is what it really is.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
because what we give away isn't in French, so we can't.
I'm here in Ontario.
Well, there you go. I'm here in Ontario, just somewhere.
You do what?
I heard Ontario.
Ontario. All right. Well, congratulations, C.S. Martell. Oh, but he still wants to give it away.
Aw.
Give this thing away.
No,
All right, I'm trying. I'm trying.
Now I'm hoping that C.S. Martell has the good sense to not play D&D. That is my...
It is a 5e system, so it works for Carbon 2185 or Star Wars 5e. If
But-
there's a
C.S. Martell, your name is still in the annals of winners. Congratulations. So, yeah, he'll send Reggie, the little bellboy, to go get your stuff if you want.
I dropped my rucksack in the chest and locked it, so I'll probably go
We'll go back.
over there and
All right.
unlock the chest and grab it.
Yeah, I'll go back.
All right, so
Like he's consulting.
I'm guessing Abe is not going.
Backup hotel now.
No, if
So-
I'm getting
Make another $1.
cigars here, no.
So here's an interesting thing. It's we've prepaid. I doubt we can get our money back.
It's a backup hotel.
The
Okay.
backup hotel. You know, the backup hotel thing works a lot less when there are 2 hotels in town.
You know what though? $10 is fine for a backup hotel. I'm okay with this.
There you go. All right. Okay, so you guys go back, and there's some the guy at the front desk, especially Jonesy, he looks a little hurt when you there are no refunds, that are if anybody asks,
but,
I'm not asking.
I don't even have to tell him that I'm leaving. I can get my stuff.
I mean, to stop by for the breakfast and the bath, right? That's still we still get those.
You can probably have better baths at Pinabaker.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
He was born at night, but he wasn't born last night. So when you walk down with all your stuff and you're like, "Oh, we're not leaving."
Yeah.
I do want to go and let him know that we will be back to use these rooms.
Probably.
We will be back.
So Jared didn't need to go back to get anything because he kept his shotgun with him, but he will be showing up tomorrow morning for breakfast.
All right.
So as Jackson Elias is like, just we will be back.
No, you're
he has
Elias
his rifle
Jackson.
Elias Jackson. Yeah.
Elias. So he flips it,
Yeah. All right. Well, sir.
Terminator style.
Well, sir. We look forward to seeing you. Be safe.
Yeah. You too.
All right. So, and you're doing, like, as you walk back to the hotel with your bags, Sven says, "Well, so you've had a change of mind about the accommodations?"
We're staying in both places.
Oh, that's a diplomatic solution that has not been tried yet.
We spent money over at the original. He ought to be happy about that.
And you're not spending money here?
Good day, sir.
Cheers.
Friends of Kansas City, huh?
Boston.
Yeah, so you guys head in, and
I just grin at the Albot, just grin at him like,
yeah. And you have a lovely. This is a nicer hotel. So your rooms are nicer. They're a little bigger. The beds are softer. You get 2 baths a week.
Ooh.
Looking out the window, do I see anybody like relaying information about us moving here or anything like that?
No, make a luck roll.
Ooh, I made it. That's a 3,250
All right. So you you happen to look out the window about 9 o'clock, and you see Sven like leaving. So he's just been standing in front of that hotel for a good long time.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if we missed it, but did we find out if the Pinkerton folks stayed here at any point?
You have not asked yet.
Okay, then I will ask at the front desk once we're established as friends of the owner, as friends of Pinabaker.
Yeah, when you come back, Pinabaker, the guy at the front desk, Pinabaker is now moved. He's off doing something, but they said, "Oh, Mr. Pinabaker told me to take care of everything you need. So whatever you need, I got no problems."
Well, much obliged for that. And I'll give the names of the 3 agents and say, friends of ours were here around July to October, and I just wanted to check and see if they'd stayed here at any point.
No one by that name stayed here. No,
All
by
right.
those names stayed here.
Thank you very much. Just wanted to check.
And again, do let me know if you need anything.
I certainly will. Thank you.
In the lobby of the hotel, there's a great big fireplace and a fire burning, and King is just curled up in front of the fire.
So I'd like to gather everyone up and kind of have a quick discussion.
So brandy by the fire then.
Brandy by the fire sounds like an excellent way to spend the evening.
Like, King barely looks up as you come by and just sort of holds his head up long enough for someone to scratch it and then plops it back down.
Yeah, definitely scratch the puppy behind his ears. I would have nicked a piece of meat from somewhere to feed him.
So we've learned that our compatriots have been here in July.
In July, and the last time that our compatriots checked in was in October. But there's an awful long way between July and October.
So that would have been they checked in through the telegram. So
Yeah.
if we were to ask someone where they were last seen, we'd want to go to that office.
Mm-hmm.
That seems likely, assuming they keep records of who sends telegrams out of the city.
Or if they just remember them. I mean, if they came in harried or out of sorts for any reason due to something that we don't know, that might have made the encounter stand out.
Or if it wasn't even at all.
They were here for a long time, from July to October at least, looking for this fella.
So the check-in didn't have a geographical location, but it was sent from this telegraph. But it they could have sent it here by runner or something like that, but it was sent from the telegraph office here in town.
Yeah, they could have been staying out at a mining camp and come back to town or something.
Right, somewhere within a day's travel of here, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we've been here, is there anything in that sort of the information that we have that stands out that's different than just they came up here and haven't seen them?
Not really. I mean, the time frame is really kind of the biggest thing. Like, where were they from July to October?
Right. We might want to check the assay office and see if they bought a claim anywhere.
We do.
Yep.
We are been asked to go up to the silver mine. Do you think they might have gone up there?
I mean, it's entirely possible.
So again, the silver mine has only been a problem for about a week.
Yeah. But it still could. We don't want to foster any ill will in this town.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, but university buddies only go so far.
But look how far it
someone
is.
that didn't go to Harvard.
Yeah.
No, I did not go to Harvard, but I imagine that connection can only go so far if there's no results given.
And I put my feet up on the table and be like, oh, but it's a nice distance.
I'm not opposed to checking out this silver mine. I mean, it seems dangerous, but it'd be interesting to see what's going on up there.
We are getting involved in local politics, aren't we? Fuck.
I think we got involved in local politics the second we decided to stay at a hotel.
I
The
hate
second
that.
we step foot in this town,
Mhm.
I don't know. You've no one's tried the let's stay at both.
This right here, this is the problem with towns without law enforcement, without real law enforcement.
How loud is that said?
Not very. I'm keeping it quiet.
The lobby is very empty. There's not a whole lot going on here.
well, if we want to see Staten, I made sure that I gave the impression I'd like to work here. So, if we need to do that, I have that.
Well, what do we want to know from Staten? Why would we be seeking an audience with him, for lack of a better term?
Yeah.
But he knows everything about this town. He might have heard about people who are missing or gone or different or something.
Or that's beneath them, unless they did something to stand out. And if that's the case, that might not work in our favor to talk to him about that.
Because then we're linked to people who stand out.
Any information is good information at this point. The more we have, the better.
That's true. But if we are given information in return, it might not be so good.
Oh, but maybe if Elias comes with me, we talk and he tries to get a
Exclusive
yeah
interview with
yeah.
Mr. Stratton.
Yeah. We can double team him.
I don't think that's the phrase you want to use, friend.
Next episode title.
And that's how he got Beaver Fever.
Oh.
So, I mean, you know that Stratton usually is almost always holding court at the Elkhorn.
But during business hours, does that mean from 9 to 5?
I mean, who knows what businesses hours are for a saloon owner.
That's fair. Well, I mean, I'm not opposed to going and checking out the nightlife situation out here. I think you get a better sense for a boom town by seeing what it looks like after the sun goes down.
Boom, boom.
So, I mean, just looking when like Elias was looking out his window, like this town is alive at night. There are lanterns all over. There are people in the streets. There is drinking going on. It is loud. There is partying and carousing.
I think we need to go and check it out and
Have a drink.
Come on, you can say get some companionship. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, get some information on the down low.
And another great disguise roll.
Oh,
Maybe spend the 10 luck next time.
Yeah.
that's good though. I like that. That's looking good.
Outstanding.
God.
Yeah, he comes down from his hotel room looking almost somewhat different.
You call yourself Freddy now, right?
yeah, exactly.
Nice. Yes, you can with enough time. You have the pulp trait. With enough time, like you have now, you can make. You don't need to roll. You make a good disguise. You're good.
Christ.
Awesome.
So you guys are gonna head out and check out the nightlife. You have all sorts of choices in terms of seedier saloons, the Elkhorn, which is where Stratton is. There are brothels aplenty.
I think the Elkhorn is the place to be.
The place to start.
Why don't we see if we can't find this Stratton fella? Because we've held court with one of the powers that be in this town. Why don't we see if we can't find the other?
Yeah, it's good.
I'm getting some distance from this.
I completely understand. I hate politics and I don't like playing politics, but here we are.
But I like drinking.
Drinking is nice, but politics.
Yeah, enough drink, politics.
All right, so you guys head out, and you are walking down the path, sort of taking the main route to the Elkhorn, and standing outside of one of the brothels. Let's see, it is.
Oh, it's Sven again. This is his
Then
night.
I swear to God, I'm gonna punch him.
No, this is the Stillwater Ladies Club, which is a lovely tent with a there is a past her prime woman of the night outside who is just balefully looking at a man wearing a minister's collar who is just berating anyone who comes near this place and this den of iniquity. And, this is a town of sinners! And if we do not repent our ways, this town will be flooded again.
I walk past and I just say, "Lover's quarrel, perhaps?"
Actually, Father.
He is like raving.
Oh, is he up for a conversation at all?
Sure, yeah, you can. He'll like. What is it, my son?
I'm sorry. You said that this town would be flooded again. Is there a danger of? It is spring. Is there a danger?
Sin? Yes. Your immortal soul.
Right. But water flooding in from the mountains, is that a thing that happens?
Why do you think Noah built an ark, son?
He wanted to start a zoo.
The world, he was told by our Lord and Savior that the world was going to be cleansed. And I know that unless we repent our ways, this world will be cleansed again.
Have you seen anything that the devil may have caused around here? Any sort of disturbances?
He looks at the old prostitute.
Right.
Every day.
Outside of town, it's just the prostitutes.
There's plenty of sin here in Stillwater. I don't need to go seeking further.
Right.
I hope, sir. And with a mustache like that, I can only assume you are a godly man. I hope that I will see you in church on Sunday.
If I'm still alive, I will be in church.
I've never had that answer to that. Are you well, sir?
No.
We're not well. Let me pray. Let us pray. Come, kneel with me.
Oh, okay. This happened. Okay.
All right. So you two are kneeling in the middle of the road. He clasps your hands and he is praying that you will be healed, that your afflictions will be lifted.
I need to stay a writer. That's how I make a living. That's how I make these $7.
And he will go on for a good 2 minutes of just praying for your health and for the Lord's protection.
After eventually, oh no!
We lost Tiana.
Uh-oh.
Wasn't me.
Oh wow. All right, well, we will as soon as she gets back, the joys of the internet, she'll be jumping back in. But so yeah, he is like he's like kneeling in the muck with you praying. And as soon as and then he stands back up and he like says, "Now if you'll excuse me, I have 4 more of these places that I have to go yell at." All right, now she's back.
Yep. After he leaves, I just sort of I apologize to the ma'am. I am sorry. Some gentlemen just do not know how to treat a lady. And you know what I mean? I put my foot up on like the step and I'm just like,
no. For 10 cents, I'll show you how to treat a lady.
I'm sure you can, ma'am. You have a great day. Thank you. And I like kiss her hand and walk away.
He smells clean. Tell him, when you come back, you tell him you're looking for Maud.
Have a good evening, Maud.
And there's Maud.
So yeah, you continue down, and you are now in front of the Elkhorn. It is the second largest building in Stillwater. The hotel you're staying at is the largest, and it is a bustling saloon. Although it seems, what everybody can make a spot hidden roll.
This is just a cardboard cutout. It's not a real building, guys.
There's 3 amigos in it.
Oops, sorry.
Anybody who makes it sees that there are clearly at least 4 thugs that are, bouncing this place, just watching and kind of walking around. They don't have guns. They have axe handles that they're just sort of like, tapping in their hands as they walk around. And people definitely are. Did anybody make a hard success? Okay. Yeah. There. You don't see a lot of nobody's acting up in this tavern. That's what you get. And there, it's bustling. There are all sorts of people in here.
Yeah, it's time to drink.
Do we want to take that back and have anybody spend inspiration?
You could use an inspiration to try and get a hard success.
All right. What was the roll for? I was trying to get everything back after my computer just locked up and shut down.
It was a spot hidden roll.
Okay, I'll. Yeah, it was a regular success.
You could spend luck.
I have 70 in it, so it's up to you guys.
Or, inspiration. You've got
Inspiration. Let's do it.
I have 80 in it.
Dude.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
look at that.
All right.
Please.
I rolled an 86 the first time, so it wasn't.
all right, this would be a hell of a.
52.
It's
my friend.
52. I'm not going to spend the luck.
All right. Do you want to inspire Susanna? She's got a 7.
Yeah, we've got plenty of it.
All right, roll that again, Susanna.
All right. Nice. Hard success.
All right. So the 2 things that you are going to get are that people are very aware that this is Stratton's home base, and that tends to police this place pretty well. But there's still the 4 thugs, and you also see a back room that's essentially curtained off. That it's pretty clear that that's where Stratton is.
Okay. So I'll glance over and nod at that and say, I think that's where the fella we're looking for is. Now the question is, how direct do we want to be about this? I reckon any outsiders coming in are going to get some attention from him.
I think we get some drinks and find a table and enjoy the atmosphere.
I could ask if we could see him, because I want to have a job. He might want to that. Yeah.
We'll take the we out of that.
But, okay.
I mean,
fine.
if you want to make contact with them, that's fine. But
I was going to see if Elias wanted to get a scoop, as it were. Scoop? Is that what it is? That's the word scoop?
Yes, indeed. That's the word.
Yeah, you guys get you get drinks and you settle down, and Jonesy, you're going to ask the bartender, or
Yeah.
okay. How can I help you, ma'am?
I heard Mr. Stratton was looking for a blacksmith, and I would like to be able to talk to him.
Well, I see. I will let Mr. Stratton know. And he will like he'll hand you your drink, and then he'll go and he'll like motion over one of the thugs, and he'll like whisper in his ear, and the thug goes back to that curtained off back room. And about 10 minutes later, the thug comes out, and you guys are watching him surreptitiously, and he looks at the bartender, and the bartender points to Jonesy. And the thug will come up and he'll say, "Ma'am, Mr. Stratton would like to have a word with you."
Ah, very good. I have... Since I do not go and see men behind curtains alone, can I bring one of my companions with me?
Beg pardon?
I'll be going with her.
Mr. Stratton said he wants to talk to you.
Yeah? And this come with me.
And you got to bring your husband?
Let's go.
Oh, no. We're traveling companions. We traveled up here together.
He is another strong man. Yes, right?
Yeah, I assist. So small.
Yeah,
Small.
yeah, the guy looks over. Luckily, this guy is not paid to think.
No, he's not.
I assist. I keep the forge running.
I mean,
this mustache keeps the forge running.
We will go, and then I just grab Elias and we go.
And he rushes after you, and he's like, wait, and he'll get to the curtain before you, and he'll be like, "Here, Mr. Stratton, there's more than one of them, but here they is." And he opens the curtain, and you both come into a very nice room, and there's at the back of it there is a big old oak desk, and sitting behind it is a barrel-chested, black-haired, scruffy man wearing a beaten up old trail jacket and long underwear underneath the trail jacket. And Sven is leaning against a wall, and when you both come in, he smirks. Well, actually, let's see. Does he recognize? Yeah, he just looks at both of you, and he looks at the mustache, and he goes, huh. But he's he's away, and Stratton looks up and he says, "You're the blacksmith?"
Yeah, I'm blacksmith, and he's my helper.
That's a blacksmith?
This is a blacksmith. That is a helper. Yeah?
The hell's he help you with? Paper?
Some. I need to make sure people pay me, and they have written down, and so yeah, I need helper.
So he's your accountant?
Accountant is the word. Thank you. Yeah, thank you is the word.
Why the hell did you bring your accountant in here? Nice. Look, if this is some sort of weird, if you think you're going to get any sort of contract out of me,
Why not? You contract me to make your blacksmithing, your farriery, or your all that. I do all this.
The monkey doesn't tell the ringmaster to dance.
I not.
You're gonna work for me, you son of a bitch.
What did you call me?
Are we gonna have a problem here?
I don't know. Are we? Are you calling me something?
If you're gonna bring an accountant in here trying to work with me, one of them goddamn contracts.
No.
I'm just gonna. I'll be outside.
No. You stay. This is part of what we do. Is we.
I don't do contracts, by the way. I do numbers.
He helps me. He keeps notes. I know whose car and whose I'm working on with the shoes and everything. He is one of us.
I allow her to go 50% faster in the blacksmithing duties because I take care of all of the other paperwork. It is very efficient.
And he makes sure I get my coal. He makes sure I get everything. New hammers. He makes sure I get everything I need.
I requisition all of that.
Requisition. That's the word, see? I keep him for words, too.
I have to pay both of you?
I pay him, you pay me. Yeah? I heard there was a guy in town who's already doing blacksmithing, but I also heard that you need somebody to do for you. Are you willing?
I mean, what I want to put Noble out of business, because goddamn Pinabaker is the one who's running behind him.
So?
At that point, Sven says, Mr. Stratton, you should ask them what hotel they're staying at. You know I hate games. God damn it, Nielsen. All right, what hotel? You best not be staying at the Lone Pine.
Why not?
I'm going to say something once. And only once.
Yeah?
If I ask a question of anyone in this town, it does not get answered with a question.
We have 5 rooms at the original.
So you're staying at the original.
That's where we got some rooms.
Well, all right. Shut the fuck up, Swin. Now look, you work for me. That means you do what I say.
I do what you say. So you think you can teach me to do blacksmithing?
I think I tell you what to do.
I'll have to think, because I know blacksmithing. Do you have any questions for this man that we can have answered?
I don't know if he has any answers.
Okay. All right. And I
I
get
have
up.
all the answers. I run this goddamn town.
I get up and I walk out.
Wait. My goddamn blacksmith just left.
So I stay behind. So Jonesy leaves. I imagine we have a description of this old Civil War person, right?
Not a great one, but yes.
Okay, a little bit. So I then just be like, I write on the side. I'm following this story. There's a guy that I think came through here, and I describe. And also I seem to insinuate that maybe I'm grifting Jonesy a little bit as a way to like get into places.
Mm.
I just want to see if he has
the guy's name was Nolan Wilson.
Would he be going by that name though?
No, almost assuredly not.
So then I do the description. And...
Okay, Why?
And I say he may be going under a different name.
And he's a Confederate war criminal?
That's right.
And he's around here?
It's what I've been led to believe. It's what I've dug up in my journalism research.
Your journalism research.
Yeah, I'm not an accountant. Although, an accountant can certainly improve your business by 50%. That I can tell you.
I'm not a numbers guy. I go by my gut. Say, wait a minute. You wouldn't be a Pinkerton agent, would you?
Whoa. So I was about to rip off my mustache.
He quickly puts the mustache back on. Because we had 3 pencil necks in here around last summer.
Are you really? Hold on a second.
Looking for that Wilson character.
Pinkerton.
They like to answer questions with questions.
That is interesting. The Pinkerton, that is a detective agency, right?
You know what it is, you damn fool.
They were. And when were they? When were they here?
Last summer.
And do you think that they caught this guy?
They left town.
Do you know which way they went?
No, I think they went up into the mountains.
If I was hiding out, I'd probably go into the mountains too. Any particular area up there or anything?
No, they they had run afoul. They were asking a lot of questions of Pinabaker.
Interesting. So
And,
you think there was maybe some bad blood between those fellas?
I mean, they wanted to know a lot about Pinabaker from me.
Interesting. All right.
Be a real shame if more of those Pinkerton people were here looking into Pinabaker. Real shame.
I don't think I need to roll psychology.
Just say you were one of them and you could find out some information that would be damaging to old Pinabaker, and you gave it to me. Well, that would be worth a great deal to me.
Well, I'm a freelancer for the Post, but that's the New York Post. But I'll see what comes up. I'm really trying to find this guy.
I'm a man that rewards people who work with me. I'm a firm believer in helping my friends and showing my enemies why they shouldn't be my enemy.
Yeah. Understood, sir.
And let's be clear, there's not a third option. You're my friend or you're my enemy.
All right. Have a good night, sir.
Do the same. Sven, make sure their drinks are taken care of.
I head back out.
All right. So at the table, a round of drinks are brought up on the house.
What kind of drinks though? That's the real indicator here.
A beer and a whiskey.
Damn.
A beer and a shot, a beer and a chaser are brought up for each of you, and the serving girl says, "And I've been told you won't be paying for drinks tonight."
Much obliged.
Courtesy of Mr. Stratton.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did not seem like he liked me very much.
I'm sorry, Jonesy, as well. I kind of had to go off into the weeds up there. I kind of made it seem like I might be tricking you to get around. So I apologize if anything comes up with that.
What exactly happened in there?
He said he wanted to tell me what to do, and I had to do exactly what he said. I already know how to do my job.
He's a right a-hole. For sure.
An a-hole, you say?
Right?
You know,
That's what you said? I can't hear you under the mustache.
you know, on the ranch where I was raised, we called a spade and called them assholes.
Oh, now I get. I see. Yeah. It's true. It's good.
Yeah, we're not allowed to write that into the paper. So.
Well, you don't have to write it to be able to say
it. Anyway, so information that I got out of that was he's not very bright. I mean, and I'm just like kind of
Yeah.
Roll a
very
punch in.
Everyone. He's not very bright. You're either his friend or his enemy. He's aware of the 3 Pinkerton agents that were in town, who were, according to him, very interested in Pinabaker, and asked him a lot of questions before they were run out of town.
Run out of town.
Is that right?
They left.
Run out of town? By who? And in which direction?
I think maybe, was it Pinabaker?
That was the implication.
The implication was Pinabaker, and they headed off into the mountains. They were also asking about the person.
Yes. Mr. Froman, you might want to have a word with your school buddy and find out why in the hell he didn't tell us about that.
Did we specifically? I don't think we specifically asked.
You didn't mention the Pinkerton or the Confederate or anything.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll come around. Or it won't.
Oh, yeah.
I like one under my breath, or it won't.
Uh-huh. Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
And then I also relay that he thinks that we're Pinkerton agents and would implore us to investigate Pinabaker. Pemberton, whatever.
Like an awful lot of work and an awful lot of not drinking.
He sounded like he was calling him Pinabaker.
You were that obvious. They picked up that we're Pinkerton.
This is everything I've been trying to avoid.
Odds above. All right.
Off the mustache and he did. Oh God!
I actually really did kind of.
So, drinks will continue to come as long as you guys want to drink.
I'm actually keeping it light
All
because I need to wake up early to get that second breakfast.
Go to both hotels.
I was gonna say we know who our hobbit is, right?
No, I fill up when I can fill up.
It's smart. I understand. I was a poor college student for a long time. Yeah, I will have a few shots of whiskey and a couple beers, but nothing like too extreme for the time.
Yeah, no, this is a different world in terms of like getting drunk. It takes nobody drinks water. They drink So unless anybody's drinking like crazy, unless somebody's going to town, you should be reasonably fine.
Yeah, and Susanna knows her limits and will stay like firmly under them because she wants to keep a weather eye on what's going on.
Yeah, Jared will probably load up on beer just so it wakes him up early.
Jonesy's in the middle. She gets a little bit tipsy because that was a bad interview.
All right. So by about midnight, you guys are probably ready to head. Some of you stagger back. And you're going to the Lone Pine, right?
Sure.
I am, for sure.
That's where our stuff currently is.
Which one's closer?
I don't know.
The Lone Pine is a little closer.
Okay.
I don't think we should split up.
Yeah, that's true. No.
So,
Nope. Every time that we have split up to be in different hotels, it ends badly.
Nick? It's badly for the people that aren't with me.
You're not wrong. So I'm just gonna stick to whatever hotel Nick is in.
All right, so you're all heading back to the Lone Pine. All right,
Sure.
You all go in your rooms, and throughout the night, you are all some level of sick. So everybody give me a con roll.
Yeah.
All right. So much better with Susanna than it was.
I wasn't sure. I mean,
Hard success.
All right.
Regular success.
Oh, yeah, I'm epic. I got 11, so I'm
That
good.
would
Nice.
Yeah, I think I'm going to spend 1 luck to just make it.
There you go. All right.
I think I'm going to spend 1 luck to get a hard success.
All right.
I've got the ultimate.
Susanna's con is so much better than Alexandria's was.
Yes, I've got the ultimate success, whatever that is. 3 thumbs up.
Ultimate.
All right. And now everybody that made the con roll, make me a POW roll.
Ooh.
Interesting.
This has nothing to do with the tree.
Oh, I got
Ooh.
93.
Regular.
That's not a
Not a
bad.
fumble.
Okay.
Oh, but that's 100. Oh yeah.
100.
I got a hard success.
He grows the mustache permanently and now cannot goes to rip it off.
Oh, okay. So,
Oh, should I spend luck for a hard success for this?
okay, sure.
Okay.
So-
I have a hard success.
You all made the con roll. So you have dreams. Let's see. All right, we're gonna do this there are 3 phases here. You made both rolls. If you made both rolls, you have dreams of like burning this entire town down and like just euphorically destroying everything and like slaughtering people and just like this animalistic destruction. You made the con roll, but not the POW roll, but you didn't fumble,
Right.
which I think is 2 of you.
Yep.
You have those dreams, and you wake up the next morning, and you are going to have for 24 hours some temporary stats. Your strength your strength and con are going to be 20 points higher for the next 24 hours.
Oh no.
Your
wow.
intelligence and your POW are 20 points lower. And you are, for the next 24 hours, like you are short-tempered, you are ready to fight at the drop of a hat, and like everything is an insult to you. You are ready to go. Now that third one. So, Elias, in the middle of the night, you sit straight up. And you're just, someone has to die. And so you like walk out into town. It's 3 a.m. and you start like stalking people. And every time you come to your senses, like right before you are like standing behind someone with a knife up or something, you know, like you just are like, what the hell am I doing? And you don't get any sleep. You have the same thing. Your con and your strength are 20 higher. Your intelligence and your POW are 40 lower. And you are, you're almost a like, you're just a fight waiting to happen. You're incredibly like, just ready to go at the drop of a hat for the next 24 hours.
What's your
when you wake up in the morning.
What is your POW at?
It is at 10.
And make me a sand roll for a night of almost killing people. That would be a good episode title. A night of almost killing people.
I'm sure it wouldn't get by YouTube.
Yeah, that's right.
Almost.
Yeah, almost.
I am going to spend 2 luck to make it.
Spend the luck. Spend the luck. All right, so you lose 1 sanity for managing to control yourself and not like murder a whore or something. But you just like, it is a terrifying night of almost doing unthinkable things. And when you wake up in the morning, they're not unthinkable. And that like is...
Yeah. I'm not very smart. All I'm thinking about right now is breakfast in the morning.
Yeah, food.
Shoving food in.
Yeah. So for things like strength, if you get to 100, is there...
You're really strong.
Nothing happens. Okay, there's no other weird things.
No, there's no... It's not like the skills where you get sanity or anything like that.
Okay.
Who made both rolls? Okay. So you two wake up and you've got like a little bit of a hangover, but neither of you drank. You have much more of a hangover than you should have for what you drank.
What the hell?
But did I wake up early? Did drinking a lot make me wake up early?
That's you make it to both breakfasts.
Okay. Muscle through.
Yeah, if there's any water to be had, that's relatively safe, especially in this very nice hotel. I'm gonna drink some water.
Called beer.
People are like very like drinking water is weird.
Yeah.
Coffee, you know.
Ooh, coffee.
Lots
Yes,
of
please.
coffee. Must
Does that
have
come with either of the breakfasts?
Oh yes, yeah. Coffee is there.
Yeah, Susanna's very, very Rowan and just like, coffee. Give me the coffee now.
And
no
it
one
better be
dies.
strong, and it better be good.
Yeah.
So I know that it's kind of burning, but I'm just like more coffee.
Yeah. Like Elias is on his fourth cup.
Yeah, I'm looking at the other three and just going, y'all all right?
Do they have the signs of werewolfism or the extra push?
Werewolfism. That is a Thomas classic. Just assume everyone's a werewolf.
That's your assumption.
You guys say anything to me about being grouchy, I'm like, yeah, what are you going to do about it?
My dear man, that's called lycanthropy.
You like what?
It's only lycanthropy if it's from the Transylvanian section.
Otherwise, it's sparkling. Oh, yeah.
Other than sparkling curse.
Yes.
So it is after breakfast, and what are you guys gonna do?
Right. Well, it looks like at least 3 of our number are not fit to be around people.
I am fine. Everything is fine.
If y'all want to start a fight with me, we can go right now, but let's not play that game.
Why don't we go up to that silver mine and see what's happening?
Get some silver. That would be good. Silver good.
Jonesy?
We don't
Yeah?
want to check out the.
Right.
Of course I'm all right. Are you implying something else?
I'm saying that I've never seen you quite this short-tempered. I associate you with being someone who's very patient working the forge.
That guy last night. Oh, he made me so mad.
I know. I almost
Yeah,
killed
try.
about 4 people last night.
What?
What?
What? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Elias? What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh,
I
I-
thought that was an appropriate response.
Because,
That's what-
yeah, metaphorically speaking, because looking at these arms, you couldn't kill anything. You couldn't kill the ham off that bone.
You should pick up Abe and just throw him across the room now.
Just-
Now that I have a strength of 80, maybe.
So do I.
Now I understand. Yeah.
No.
All of a sudden, Elias and Abe are like arm wrestling. You think
Yeah.
my,
Come on.
you think my arms are they're like, yeah, there's like they just like knock plates off the table and they're like, you want to go? Come on.
Like during that, I'm like, no. I went outside last night and I almost killed 4 people.
Why did you almost kill people? What the fuck is going on?
Were you riding a horse in the dark?
No, stabbed them in the neck. But then I
Oh, that's
did.
much more deliberate.
What is that?
There was either something not right about this hotel or not right about those drinks we had.
I had terrible nightmares. Well,
I mean,
I had some fun burning the world, but
I had bad dreams about setting the town on fire, but nothing that's made me quite as short-tempered as you lot seem to be.
Just the regular dreams.
Same as.
Yeah.
Wait, how did you have same dreams?
I don't know. Maybe there is something about them drinks that affected all of us.
That's why they gave it
There's
to us.
nothing wrong with this hotel.
I'm gonna process of elimination. Let's just not drink at that place tonight and see if we have the dreams again. And if so, we're going back to the original.
I'm not staying here tonight.
Good.
Well,
Children.
No,
we were all exposed to that fungus.
I was not. I do not do manual labor, sir.
Well, no.
I also was not exposed.
I wasn't terribly close when that happened. I was some ways away with my rifle.
Well,
Jonesy was exposed and
Yeah, you think it was that? That's no. We washed up before.
It
we
spreads in the air if we inhaled it.
Is that how that stuff works?
We gotta.
How do you know that? No.
I'm not staying there. Not staying.
Good.
Let's go up to the mine.
Nope.
Wow.
Get some horses, get some bedrolls.
What are telegram places called? Telegram places?
Telegraph office, yeah, the telegraph.
Telegraph office. I still. I'm gonna stop by there, see if
All right.
we find out anything about the last message that
Stop
was
by
sent.
Stop telling me what to do.
I'll be back.
I agree with Jared. I think we should check in with the telegraph office and see if maybe they remember our agents.
All right.
Oh, God. Am I going to have to tie all you up in your hotel rooms and just leave you there? Because I will if I have to.
I'm having more food.
I angrily go to the other hotel and eat the food there.
The telegraph office is it is a Stratton business, and you walk in and there's a kid there. He says, "What can I do for you, sir?"
Well, we had some friends who directed us to come here, and we've been having trouble meeting up with them. The last message they sent from here was around October. Do you keep track of who sends messages out?
Yes, sir. We keep a record of every message.
Okay. Can we match it up? Maybe. Do you know how many people work here? Were you working here last October?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll start. We don't have the descriptions, but we have their names.
Yeah.
And they gave their names, so yeah, the date, and I'll remember that.
Yes, sir. We do have they sent a telegram in October.
Did they do it in person?
No, it was delivered by courier.
Do you have records of that message?
Yes, sir. It is a series of numbers, and then four words.
All right. Would it be any trouble to see that?
Well, sir, I'm not supposed to show people. This is.
Look, I didn't want to say this, but I'm worried this could be a matter of life or death. They could be in serious trouble, and if you could help, you would be saving their lives. I'm trying to fast talk.
Yeah. Offer me a roll. 100%.
I'm trying to make it like
right.
This is so big, and if you do this, and regular success.
All right. Yeah, you start to BS him with matter of life and death and all this stuff, and he's like, "Oh no, oh I'm so sorry," and so yeah, he'll give you the telegram, and it is a series. It is 4 numbers, and the numbers aren't important; they're just 4 numbers.
Okay.
And then 4 names. Let's see. The names are. I better write these down because I'm not going to.
Yeah.
The names are.
Bob Smith.
They look like names of towns, actually, or something like that. The names are Stillwater. San Rafael, Appleton, and Rachel suggests Daveville, Davetown, Davestadt, and San Dave.
Davestadt.
It's a cap, Rachel.
There you go.
Davestadt.
Davestadt.
That'll be in my Warhammer game. And the last one is
Davis.
The last one is Brighton.
Bright?
Brighton.
Brighton.
Yeah, like Brighton Beach Memoirs.
Huh. And can we tell from it like where it came from?
No, it's just it was delivered by a courier.
Okay. You may have saved their lives. You are a hero.
My gosh. Well, thank you, sir, and I hope your friends are all right.
Me too. You might have given them the chance that they need. And I'll slowly back out of the...
All right. So where are you headed? You guys gonna head up to the mine?
And I'm handing I'm handing it to you to keep track of.
Who's you? We can't see who you're
You're with me, Susanna. You're with me, right?
Yes.
You're the other. We left everyone else behind, right?
Yeah, because we're the only two who are even-tempered enough to talk to people without starting a fight.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for
They're
fight.
all
I'm almost thinking about that albino guy outside.
They've all got black eyes when we get back.
Nice. Were we able to find out where the courier had come from, or did they just not?
Nope.
Okay.
It just says delivered by courier.
Okay. Well, then I'll hang on to that information with the 4 numbers and the 4 names.
Do we know enough about the local area to know? Well,
Nope.
there's got to be someone. General store would have a map, right?
Sure.
A general store would have a map, and I'm also wondering if these numbers line up to any claims that are sold by the assayer's office.
I heard a voice in my head said they were trivial and that we could ignore them.
Well, good for that voice in your head.
The voice in your head would like to clarify they are non-trivial, but they are the specific numbers are not important.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
They're
They're nondescript but important numbers.
Yeah. So it might be worthwhile to take these numbers to the assayer's office, understanding that we'll probably run afoul of Penna, whatever the fuck his name is.
They would know the region as well if they're
Richie,
that's their business.
Easton boy.
Oh, Pennywise? Is that what you're saying?
Rich Easton boy. I don't care enough to know his name.
Pennybaker.
All right. So if you guys are going to leave the other 3 alone for the morning, we're going to find out what they're going to do.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So
How much inspiration do we have?
Like 11.
Enough.
Enough to set the town on fire. You are absolutely correct, Amy.
So, like, the 3 of you are acutely aware that you are being left out.
Yeah, it's not good. They went off without us. They left us here. They don't think we mean anything. We should
I know,
show them.
we're the smartest ones in the group.
They're gonna blow this story wide open, and I'm not even gonna be there.
No, we are going to blow this story wide open, and they won't get any credit. Ha!
As that happens, he looks down to write. Like, yeah, let me write the story. He doesn't have his book on. He's like, I don't have a book. I gotta go find my book.
Ugh, here
I'm
we
gonna
go.
go find my book.
Here we go again.
I'm gonna go toss my room.
How many times? How many times do I tell you? Put it in the same place every single time, and that way, when you wake up in the morning, it's right there on your nightstand.
This is the only time he's never known where this book is.
This sounds more like a Thomas Amy issue.
Yeah, that's
Damn it.
Where do the keys live?
But yeah, so Elias
Right.
goes back to his room and just starts tearing it apart, like ripping the sheets off, like flipping the mattress. This room has now been just tossed. But yeah, you find the book. It was under your bed.
I'm gonna just sit there and see for a long time,
All right.
ideally.
All right. So ideally. All right. So the assay office. You go into the assay office, and there is a gentleman there. Introduces himself. He says, "I'm Joseph Talbot. How can I help you?"
Unmute.
You're on mute.
God damn it! I was laughing. I didn't want to overwhelm the audio. Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Talbot. I'm Susanna, and want to check out the numbers of some of the claims that you might have sold.
I hope you won't forgive if I ask why.
We have some friends of ours who were up in this area around July through October of last year, and they've gone incommunicado, and we have some odd numbers that turned up, and we're hoping that maybe this aligns to some of the plots that you might have sold, so we know where to find our people.
Well, I want to assure you that the safety of our customers is of paramount importance to us here, but we don't release information like that except to next of kin or law enforcement.
If we give you the numbers that we have associated and the names, can you at least tell us if we're on the right track?
What would be the right track? That they are claimed?
That they are claims owned by those people. We have the names and we have the numbers. We're not just
again. I can't do any names. I could tell you if they are if the numbers. I'm willing to tell you if the numbers are claims with us.
All right.
Start there. Yeah.
Let's start there.
All right.
And give them the 4 numbers.
All right. And he'll look at him and he'll say, "These seem more like well, actually. Oh yeah, wow. These seem more like coordinates.
Like latitude and longitude?
Yeah.
Do you happen to have a map?
Yes.
Is there any chance that you could help me figure out where these coordinates would align to? This has nothing to do with any of your customers necessarily, if they're coordinates. I don't have a map of the area.
I'm a little uncomfortable with this, but...
Well, then do you know where we could buy a map that we could use on our own? Then there'd be no conflict for you.
If you want latitude and longitude, you're going to need to get a federal map. Maps that you get around here are not going to be topographical.
Is there anywhere around here that would provide a federal map? Or is that something...
Well, we have a federal map.
Well then, is there any way that you can assist us with this?
Let me see what I can do. And he'll go, he folds out a great big map and he starts to plot coordinates. Let's see. I'm going to make a navigation roll for this guy.
Can I, if I'm paying attention and I know the numbers already, can I jump in on this?
Sure. Yeah, you can make a navigation roll. Your navigation's probably better than his.
Hard success, probably.
Yeah. All right. So one of these numbers is in New Mexico. It is off this map. It is a long ways away. And another one is, it looks like in really inhospitable Rocky Mountain terrain.
Could I get a regular map and mark these down so we could take it with us?
So the New Mexico one is actually off the map that he has, so you couldn't really mark that down. But you have you're guessing based on where it would be, based on this map, that it's somewhere down in New Mexico. And the other one, yeah, you can totally you have a geographic sense of where it is.
Okay.
But that's a very broad.
Is one of them close though?
Closer than New Mexico.
Yeah, I mean the second set of numbers. So there are 4 numbers, 2 sets of coordinates: latitude, longitude, latitude, longitude,
Mm-hmm.
and the second one is way up in the Rocky Mountains.
Is this where we think they went? We heard that they went into the mountains.
I mean, you don't know. You don't know if that's where they went, but for whatever reason, they sent these numbers and those 4 names.
So one of those names. Okay, I, the player, recognize San Rafael as another city name. Stillwater is, a town name. Would we think then, based on that, that all of these are town names?
I mean, they could be last names.
Abe might have gone through Appleton on his way to Chicago.
But I mean, they're all clearly some classification of name, whether they're all city names or last names or whatever it is.
I mean, yeah, we're in Stillwater, so now it's just figuring out how that ties into this.
Are any of the well, we wouldn't know about the New Mexico one, but do any of the names match up close to any of the other words? The place in New Mexico we don't know about. We don't have a map. There's no Google. But the place that we have the other latitude, longitude for, is that close to anything that's named Appleton or Brighton or San Rafael?
You don't see any marks on the map in terms of cities. Okay. You could, I mean, if you ask the clerk, you haven't mentioned these names to the clerk?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll mention them. So in the same message that we got these numbers from, there were 4 names. There was Stillwater itself, there was San Rafael, and there was Brighton, and there was Appleton.
Well,
can you think of anything that might tie those 4 names together? You seem an intelligent fella.
I mean, I think they're city names.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I haven't heard of I think I've heard of an Appleton over in western Colorado.
All right.
But the other 2 I don't recognize. I don't know of a Brighton, Colorado.
Sure. All right. Well, thank you very much for your help.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry I couldn't be more assistance. We have very strict policies around such.
I completely understand.
All right. All right. 3 caged animals. All of you make me POW rolls.
Oh, new POW.
Yeah.
New POW.
Oh, that's
Nope.
I am going to spend 1 luck. So
Did you
I make it.
10? Oh my gosh. Yeah, man. That's like
that's a hard success.
That's a hard success.
Yes.
I try again.
Oh,
all right.
no, that's a critical success.
2 is a critical.
Well,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah. Abe, did you make it?
Go on and roll again.
I didn't, but if you want me to roll again, I can.
Yeah,
try
sure.
again.
Do that.
I mean, there's always a chance for a fumble at this point. Oh no, but it's a 3.
My gosh. All right,
yeah,
so
so it's a critical
somehow you all manage to control, you all have like this urge to just do something, anything. Go to the silver mine. Why are we sitting here waiting for the investigators to get back?
Yeah.
But you all manage to in your heads, you're like, this isn't real. Something's wrong. So you're like, you talk yourselves down.
Or
There's that moment where I look at
it's
the
just
room.
there's so many bad things you can do that it's choice paralysis.
Choice paralysis. That's yes.
That's the real reason.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
just like, I gotta clean this room. Look at this mess.
Well, and I remember that I really can't do anything without money, so I storm over to the bank and I basically Karen my way through the. Do you know who I am? I demand funds be deposited immediately.
You
Awesome.
clearing your way through. That is the best sentence I've ever heard.
That was good.
That's perfect.
Abe is just like, I need to kill someone, but you can't do that without money.
I wanted to go and taunt our friend Mr. Albino out front, but
You can certainly do that if you want. You don't feel like you would respond well to being put in any sort of conflict situation.
yeah, it's either that or run over to the blacksmith and go, get out of the way. It's
Let me show
Work
you
out some of that anger.
Exactly. Maybe I should go over there and ask him if I could just pound something for a while.
Let me help you with that. I said, let me help
you with that. I'm going to help you.
You're doing it wrong.
I will help you. It be helping.
all right. So Abe, you managed to browbeat $200 out of the bank. You essentially are like, this check is made out to cash.
Don't you know what that means?
And
I'm important.
After about an hour, you finally browbeat them into it. There's a lot of, do you know who I am? My father's gonna buy and sell this place twice. And Jonesy, you go. You go over to the blacksmith, and he's hard at work. But when you come in, he looks up and he says, "Howdy, can I help you?"
I am a blacksmith and I need to hit some things. Tell me, do you have something for me to hit? I can even help you, but I need to hit some things.
Well, sure, yeah. You need to hit some things.
Yeah.
I don't want any trouble, ma'am.
No, it's give me some shoes. I will make some more shoes. So.
All right. Make me a blacksmith roll.
And that's a hard success.
All right, yeah. You, through the purity of your anger, you make like the best horseshoes you've made in a long time. And he looks and he's like, damn, that's impressive.
I told you.
You looking for work?
I'm thinking about it. I've been the Stratton guys trying to get me to do stuff, and
well, I could use the help. I can pay you $1 a day that you work here. No strings attached. You don't need to, you show up, you work, you get $1. You don't show up, I'll keep going.
Today is a good day for that. I will do this today.
Well, all right then. I'm Noble Reed.
I'm Johanna Jones, but people call me Jonesy.
Jonesy, all right. So yeah, you can spend the day hammering stuff out.
I feel so much better.
And it's gonna be that's gonna bring us to lunchtime, and I think that's where we're gonna call it for tonight. We thank you so much for your likes, your subscribes, YouTube. We love you guys. It's great to be back. If you haven't, join our Discord. We have a great Discord community. We've got all sorts of stuff going on there. Once again, a full week of quests and chaos entertainment. Monday, it's Dragon of Icespire Peak, GM'd by James. Always a joy. Some faces, people you might recognize are in that game. And then Tuesday, it's the Chaos Agents. Some faces you might recognize also in that game. Then Saturday, we've got our double feature. First, Rime of the Frost Maiden. Some faces you might recognize are, in that game. And then we come back and we close out the week here on Quests and Cthulhu. So thank you so much for spending part of your geekend with us. We had amazing crowd. We got 2 big raids. We thank you both for the raids. That was awesome. And we gave away a Nord Games deck, which is great. And the quotes. So for those of you who are new, I keep track of quotes, and one of these quotes will be the title of the next episode. So our quotes are, he's been out and he's been weathered. It's just a plain courtesy. I refuse to put roots down in this town. Keep carrying the bags. My personal current pick, I myself a sausage man. University buddies only go so far. He's a right a-hole. I need to wake up early for that second breakfast. I know. I almost killed 4 people last night. No, I stabbed them in the neck. Almost stabbed them in the neck. Oh, that's much more direct. And another strong choice. I do not do manual labor, sir. I don't know. I think Sausage Man has. I think that is probably the winner. So that's going to do it for Quest and Cthulhu. Amy, thank you again for that amazing opening video.
Yes.
Incredible stuff. And thank you guys for coming back and sitting at the table. I really enjoyed it. And thank everybody in the audience. The chat was awesome tonight. We had a great time. Let's do it again next Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have a bunch going into the boy.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
we do. So 2, 4, 6, 10 entire inspiration going into the boy.
Ching. That
And
probably,
that
I bet there's a giveaway coming soon.
4 left up. Thank you.
All right,
Yeah.
so you guys will start with 4. And we'll do it again next week. So I guess there's nothing left to say but goodbye, internet friends.